Welcome to Chinese Novel Audio Wave. Check out our playlist for more amazing novels and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new audiobook. Now, let's dive into today's story. Chapter 21 Get Rewards. Name, Mo Yi. Spirit Weapon, High Grade Saint Weapon. Inheritance, Holy Spirit Sword Skill, High Grade Saint Level Divine Ability. Through the system, Long Yuan saw the information about this black sword. A holy sword that comes with inheritance. This is a great treasure. Then his eyes turned to the ring on the old man's hand. A strong man who can hold the saint weapon. There should be quite a few treasures in the space ring left behind. But Long Yuan couldn't get it. The aura emanating from the other person made him feel frightened. Suddenly he had an idea. Walking out of the Black Ancient Palace. Then he activated the Dragon Emperor Palace, and instantly brought the entire Black Ancient Palace into the Dragon Emperor Palace. No matter how powerful you are, can you escape the suppression of the Imperial weapon? Long Yuan snorted coldly. But things have developed to this point. He is no longer in a hurry. The cooked meat is already in your hands, are you still afraid that it will run away? Let's study it slowly when we get back. Long Yuan left the enchantment space. When he came to the crack that had appeared due to the detention of the essence of heaven and earth, he drilled directly into the underground crack. The location of the heaven and earth essence vein is very deep. It must be tens of thousands of miles away from the ground. He has been flying for a long time. Sure enough, there are a lot of essence stones here. The original essence of heaven and earth has been taken away by him. A gully like a riverbed was left in its place. On both sides of the riverbed, it formed a number of thumb-sized diamond-shaped essence stones, which exuded the rich essence of heaven and earth. This is the essence stone of heaven and earth that was born from the long-term nourishment of the essence of heaven and earth emitted by the essence veins of heaven and earth. Jingxi not only contains the pure essence of heaven and earth, which is helpful for cultivation. It is also the universal currency in this world of cultivation. As the saying goes, money makes the world go round. If you have money, you can quickly improve your family's strength. And it gave birth to rank 5 spirit medicine. Long Yuan looked excitedly at the spirit medicine that occasionally appeared on both sides of the riverbed. Then I spent some time picking the spirit medicine directly. These will be the Chu family's foundation in the future, so Long Yuan will certainly not give up. Receive. After taking the spirit medicine, a huge suction force erupted in the Dragon Emperor Hall. The diamond-shaped stones rolled one by one. Fly into the Dragon Emperor Palace. Out of the cave, hunted and killed a few more monsters. Long Yuan took advantage of the night to return to the Chu family in Qingyang town. Go. The big mouth opened, and a black vortex appeared. The essence of heaven and earth slowly fell into the ground beneath the Chu family. Very peaceful. There was no movement or action as when the essence of heaven and earth was being collected. When the essence of heaven and earth merged completely, a majestic essence of heaven and earth suddenly surged out from under the earth, enveloping the entire Chu family in mist. This feeling, Chu Tianyang, Chu Yan and others who were practicing were instantly awakened. Such a rich essence of heaven and earth. How come so many essences of heaven and earth suddenly appear here? Chu Yan looked in amazement at the essence of heaven and earth that had almost turned into mist in the room. Look of shock. Master Yao, what's going on? Chu Yan, who was confused, called out Yao Lao. This. What happened to your Chu family? Why has the essence of heaven and earth suddenly become so rich? This is a rank 5 heaven and earth essence vein that can release such a rich heaven and earth essence. Yao Lao looked at the hazy fog around him in amazement. I don't know either. It wasn't like this just now. And suddenly it became like this. Chu Yan shook his head. Something must have happened. Go ask your father. Good. Even though it is dark now. Almost all the senior executives of the Chu family were alarmed by this sudden change. Dad, what happened to our family? Chu Yan came to the astonished Chu Jingyu and asked. I don't know the details, but I guess Beast God must have found a heaven and earth essence vein for our Chu family. Chu Jingyu touched his chin and said. Because before, Beast God brought the second elder and others into the Jushao mountains in order to find the essence of heaven and earth. Now, with this change, who else could it be except Beast God's supernatural means? Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Yao Lao's voice rang in Chu Yan's mind. Since ancient times, power has been built on the essence of heaven and earth. No one has ever been able to extract the essence of heaven and earth and insert it into the power. This certainly can't be man-made. At this time, the second elder and others came running over excitedly. Shouted, "Ancestor, clan leader, this is simply a miracle. Master Beast God is truly a god. What happened?" Chu Tianyang asked hurriedly, "Didn't you follow Beast God to find the essence of heaven and earth?" Rank 5 Heaven and Earth Essence Vein. Beast God not only found the rank 5 Heaven and Earth Essence Vein, but has just successfully integrated the Heaven and Earth Essence Vein into the underground of our Chu family. Why else do you think the essence of heaven and earth here has suddenly surged? Chu Hongxiao said excitedly. "I just saw Beast God merge the river-like thing he got from the Jushao Mountains into the ground below the family." Out of curiosity, he asked what it was. As a result, Beast God told him that this was the essence of heaven and earth that they were looking for. It is indeed the essence of heaven and earth. The Beast God's methods are truly beyond our imagination. Chu Jingyu said in shock. But compared to his shock, Yao Lao was the one who was truly stunned. Even though he had lived for tens of thousands of years, he had never heard of such a method. Not to mention the sacred land where he was before. Even some emperor-level forces cannot achieve this level. With Beast God here, the rise of our Chu family is just around the corner. Chu Tianyang burst into tears. He never thought about it. Their Chu family will develop to this level one day. And with this rank 5 Heaven and Earth Essence Vein, it's only a matter of time before I can break through to rank 5 Martial King. Perhaps the grand goal that Beast God said of making the Chu family the #1 family in the world is really possible. Everyone in the Chu family was very happy. Long Yuan was also very excited. Because the system reward has finally arrived. Ding! Find a vein of heaven and earth for the Guardian family. Rewards: Saint level Divine Ability, Snakehorn Sky Splitting Strike, 1 Saint level Heaven and Earth Essence Vein, 5 Spirit Body Essences of any kind, and 3 Spirit level Martial Soul Essences of any kind. In a moment, the Saint level Divine Ability, Viper Horn Sky Splitting Strike, suddenly appeared in Long Yuan's mind. Moreover, he had already mastered it completely without having to study or comprehend it. As his mind moved, the 3 curved horns on his head began to glow blue. The light gathers. A blue sphere formed in the center, emitting a biting cold air. Call out. A blue light shot out from the sphere. It bombarded a mountain not far from the Dragon Emperor Palace. Boom! There was a loud bang. The entire mountain range was razed to the ground and then directly frozen. Sharp. It's truly worthy of being called a saint-level divine ability. Seeing the power of this move, Long Yuan's eyes lit up. This is definitely much more terrifying than his previous methods. But it does consume some of the spiritual energy in your body. After one blow, he felt a little exhausted. At this time, I remembered the saint-level Heaven and Earth Essence Vein rewarded by the system. Long Yuan directly integrated this saint-level Heaven and Earth Essence Vein into the 9th level space in the Dragon Emperor Palace. The Dragon Emperor Palace has 9 floors. The first floor has the smallest space, while the 9th floor has the largest space. When the saint-level Heaven and Earth Essence merged into the Dragon Emperor Palace, the essence of heaven and earth in the entire internal space of the Imperial weapon suddenly became richer. Chapter 22 New Mission, Chu Jingyu integrates the Golden Body. Long Yuan took a deep breath. I suddenly felt relaxed all over, like a long drought finally ending in a downpour. Finally I can practice. The essence of heaven and earth emanating from Saint Level's essence veins of heaven and earth is too rich. Unlike before, even if he wanted to practice, the environment wouldn't allow it. And those physical essences and martial soul essences also need to be used by the Chu family. Both physique and martial spirit have similar functions. They can all have a bonus effect on the cultivator's combat power or cultivation speed. But the martial soul owner is naturally compatible with martial Tao. Therefore, when practicing martial arts divine ability, they will be faster than those with physical fitness. So to some extent, martial spirit has more advantages than physical fitness. This is also the reason why martial spirit owners are more scarce than physical fitness owners. But this is for others. For Long Yuan, any physique and any martial spirit are just means for him to cultivate the Chu family. Host, Long Yuan. Race, Mysterious Ice Crystal Viper. Realm, Cultivation, Rank 5 Monster King completed. Physical Cultivation, Rank 4 Demon Sect Perfection. Current task, the number of guardian families exceeds 10,000, 3,650 10,000s. Task reward, Bloodline reversion once, Saint level high grade skill, Body Refining Technique of Stars, Saint level high grade defense formation, Sun and Moon Star formation. Family Guardian level 3 stars, Host's training speed increases 30 times. Looking at the new tasks, Long Yuan felt overwhelmed. This reward made him very satisfied. Bloodline return. Saint Grade exercises. Saint Grade formation. But this task is somewhat difficult to complete. That's a difference of nearly 6,000 people. It looks like it will take some time. And why is this Guardian family still 3 stars? Haven't Chu Tianyang and Chu Yan already broken through to the rank 4 Wuzong perfection? Haven't they met the requirements to become a 4-star family? Long Yuan couldn't figure out what the requirements were to become a 4-star family. Now that the Chu family has 2 rank 4 martial masters in charge, it's time to vigorously develop. We must expand outwards and cannot hide in Qingyang town any longer. The rewards given by their own system can indeed make the Chu family's strength advance by leaps and bounds, but if they want to look at the long term, they must rely on themselves. These 5 spirit-level physical essences and 3 martial soul essences must be used on them immediately. In addition to this, we also need to train alchemists and pharmacists. This is the foundation for long-term development. Just then, Chu Tianyang's voice rang out outside the Dragon Emperor Palace. Come in. However, it was Chu Tianyang who brought Chu Jingyu and other senior executives to thank Beast God for his contribution to the Chu family. And Long Yuan also stated his request. Now that the Chu family is well off, we need to quickly expand the family population. Those who can take concubines should do so quickly, those who can marry wives should do so quickly, those who can allow others to marry into the family should do so quickly, and those who can have children should do so quickly. Rapid population growth is our first goal. Only when the population base increases will there be a greater chance of producing geniuses, and the Chu family will be able to develop more prosperously. But there is one thing, the women of the Chu family will never marry outside the family. Long Yuan said, if she marries someone else, she is no longer a member of the Chu family. And became someone else's family. He doesn't allow this. One more thing, the Chu family is going to start expanding beyond Qingyang town. After all, there are already 2 rank 4 Wuzong perfection masters in our family. Qingyang town is destined to be unable to trap us. Moreover, I am here to take charge. If there are any problems that you cannot solve, I will take action myself. The larger the area covered by a force, to obtain more resources. This is a virtuous cycle. Otherwise, even if Long Yuan has a system, it is impossible to rely on the system to support all the members of the Chu family. Yes, I will follow the orders of Beast God. Chu Tianyang and others said seriously. Although this is the mission given to them by Beast God. But if you think about it, it's clear. Beast God cannot gain any benefits from these missions, and the ones who profit are their Chu family. And after breaking through the rank 4 Wuzong, Chu Tianyang has also planned to expand outward. As Beast God said, they can't be trapped in this small place of Qingyang town forever. Long Yuan nodded. He looked at Chu Jingyu and said, if there is nothing else, you can go out first, and the clan leader will stay. Yes. After everyone left, Chu Jingyu stood there nervously. He didn't know why Beast God left him alone. A ball of energy emitting golden light appeared before his eyes. This is. You will know it naturally after you absorb and integrate it. Afterwards, Long Yuan began to help Chu Jingyu refine the essence of his physique. In the following days, Qingyang town was peaceful. But people kept trying to find out about the Chu family's situation. A few days later, Chu Jingyu has come out of confinement. At this moment, his face was rosy and he looked full of energy. His body was shaking with excitement. I finally understand why the ancestor cried with joy. He held out his hand. Energy bursts in the body. Suddenly, bursts of golden light emanated. High-grade spirit level physical fitness, golden light body. He could feel it. Compared to before, not only has his cultivation increased greatly, he has reached the perfection of rank 3 martial master. More importantly, the combat power has increased by several levels. He is even capable of fighting against a rank 4 Wuzong in the earlier middle stages with an average physique. At this moment, his admiration for Beast God is like the endless flow of the river, or like the flooding of the Yellow River that is out of control. Qingyao, did you see that? I also have a physical fitness. Chu Jingyu clenched his hands and muttered to himself. The dusty scene in his mind was revealed again. He recalled the pain and determination his wife Lu Qingyao felt when she left him and Chu Yan, who had just turned 1 month old. It's just that both he and the Chu family are too weak. There's no way to change that. I could only watch her leave in tears. But now, there is the son of the sacred body. And the spirit body itself. Perhaps, there is also a possibility of finding her. As the head of a clan, you must not only have strong leadership skills, but also strong cultivation and combat power. This golden body is given to you. You must lead the Chu family to rise. Long Yuan's voice rang in his ears. Then he gave him a few more instructions. Chu Jingyu just left the Dragon Emperor Palace. Beast God told me to select 7 family members with potential who are absolutely loyal to the Chu family. He will give them opportunities. Is it another special physique? Although it is a little incredible. But that was Beast God after all, and he couldn't predict the supernatural powers of Beast God. And didn't it just happen to me? Chu Jingyu felt that this matter must be carefully considered. After all, this is a special physique. It's extraordinary. Yanran is a smart kid, but she's too young. We can also choose from among the elders, but who should the elders choose? Those who can become elders must be loyal to the family. Especially after experiencing the previous family crisis, the fact that there was not a single traitor among the elders spoke volumes. As the patriarch, he can't favor one over the other. For a moment he couldn't think of any suitable candidate. Resisting the urge to practice, Chu Jingyu started to travel among the family. Arriving at the martial arts arena, I saw Chu Zan fighting with several members of the Chu family. Chu Jingyu's eyes suddenly lit up. Chu Zan, this kid is a very representative person among the younger generation. Well, we can appoint one. And at this moment, someone hurriedly and anxiously found Chu Jingyu. Chapter 23, The strong will be strong, the weak will perish. It's bad, patriarch. Many people are rushing towards our Chu family aggressively. Towards our Chu family. Do you know who it is? Chu Jingyu asked with a frown. I don't know, but quite a few of our tribesmen have been captured by them. What? Chu Jingyu was shocked. He immediately realized that this was definitely an external force. Notify the other elders immediately and follow me to see who dares to act so presumptuously in Qingyang town. Yes. In front of the main gate of the Chu family. More than 24 blood-stained pillars stood there. Not far away, dozens of armed martial artists surrounded the Chu family's gate with a fierce look on their faces. The leader was a thin old man. His hair was already gray and his forehead was covered with wrinkles, but his eyes were still shining brightly. It was Chen Yuanqin, the ancestor of the Chen family in Wuhan town. Behind him stood a group of experts from the Chen family, including Chen Xiaohua, the son of the head of the Chen family. When did such a terrifying spirit of heaven and earth appear here? It seems that the Chu family has indeed obtained some extraordinary opportunity. Chen Yuanqin exclaimed. The distance between Qingyang town and Wuhan town is not very far. There is occasional communication between the two towns. But I never knew that the essence of heaven and earth here was so rich. It is obvious that this has only become so recently. If the Chen family can occupy this place, without saying anything else, the family's strength will definitely be greatly improved. This place must belong to my Chen family. At this moment, there were already quite a few people standing not far away. They understand. Qingyang town, which has just been peaceful for nearly a month, is about to have another big event happen today. Chu Jingyu and several elders walked out at meteor-like pace and stood in front of the gate. Who are you, and why do you come to our Chu family in such a grand manner? Chu Jingyu asked directly, although he looks quite wealthy. But being the clan leader for a long time also gave him a sense of dignity. Haha, I am Chen Yuanqin from the Chen family of Wuhan town. I have come here to seek some opportunities among the nobles. Chen Yuanqin stroked his beard and said calmly. It's as casual as borrowing something from the neighbor's house. Chen Yuanqin from Wuhan town. Are you the ancestor of the Chen family? Ha ha ha, yes, it is me. I heard that your Chu family has become prosperous recently. As the saying goes, don't forget your friends when you become rich and powerful. You can't forget us as your old neighbors. Chen Yuanqin laughed a few times with great energy. The Chen family members behind him also laughed. Chu Jingyu and others understood. The other party is coveting the opportunity of their Chu family. Grandmaster Chen, our two families should have always kept to themselves. Isn't this a bit too much? The great elder Chu Hongtu glared and scolded coldly. Too much bullying. Haha, it seems you still haven't remembered the lesson the Ma family taught you. In this world of cultivation, there is no such thing as bullying. Everything is just the law of the jungle. You still don't understand the principle that the strong will become stronger and the weak will perish. Chen Yuanqin sneered a few times. Chu Jingyu stepped forward and said, now that we have come to this point, let's fight and see who is stronger. Humph, just you. You should call that old fellow from your Chu family. Chen Yuanqin sneered. He did not take the junior Chu Jingyu seriously at all. Want to meet my Chu family's ancestor? Wait until you beat me first. Chu Jingyu shouted coldly. Then he rushed towards the other party in an instant. Since you want to die, I will grant your wish. Chen Yuanqin's face darkened. With energy surging around him, he leapt forward and engaged in battle with Chu Jingyu. Chief, be careful. Everyone in the Chu family shouted worriedly. At this time, Chu Yan also came over and looked at his father fighting in surprise. Rank 3 Martial Master completed. He was surprised. What is going on? Wasn't it still the mid-stage of Rank 2 Martial Warrior when I wanted to see it a few days ago? How come he has already reached Rank 3 Martial Master after just a few days of not seeing him? Master Yao, what's going on? Chu Yan asked in surprise. Maybe he took some kind of pill that improves his strength. Yao Lao said. After all, it's only Rank 2 to Rank 3. There are quite a few elixirs that can have this effect. At this moment, both sides are fighting. The battlefield was filled with people and energy. Both of them were covered with a thin layer of psychic film, and powerful energy shocks erupted when they collided with each other. A streak of energy passed by. Cracks instantly appeared on the ground, as if it had been cut by a sword. Rank 3 Martial Master Perfection. You actually broke through to Rank 3 Martial Master Perfection. After a dozen rounds, Chen Yuanqin looked at Chu Jingyu in horror. What? Only you can be a Rank 3 Martial Master, but I can't be a Rank 3 Martial Master as well. Chu Jingyu said calmly. Behind him, everyone in the Chu family looked shocked. The clan leader actually broke through to the Rank 3 Martial Master level. When did this happen? Chu Hongtu was shocked. I don't know. I always thought the chief was a Rank 2 martial warrior. The other elders also shook their heads in surprise. They have no idea about this. Chu Zan shouted excitedly, the clan leader is mighty. Suddenly, a group of Chu family disciples shouted in unison, the clan leader is mighty. The Chen family was not to be outdone. Under the leadership of Chen Xiaohua, they shouted, the ancestor is invincible, suppress all enemies. Chen Yuanqin's mouth twitched slightly. You guys can exaggerate a little more. But these words made him feel his blood boil. Since you have already broken through to the Rank 3 Martial Master, we cannot let you go. Chen Yuanqin roared. The energy in the body explodes and is released without reservation. Rank 4, Early Stage of Wuzong. Chu Jingyu was surprised. This old man actually has something to hide. The Chen family was in an uproar. Even they didn't know that the ancestor had become a Rank 4 Wuzong. This is a truly powerful person. Now let's see who can stop it. Ha ha ha, you didn't expect that, did you? I have entered the Jushao Mountains countless times over the years, risking my life. Do you think I went there for fun? Chen Yuanqin stood with his hands behind his back, looking at Chu Jingyu with confidence. But he saw that the other party was standing there without any fear, which made him furious, as if he was punching cotton. Dad, he doesn't seem afraid. Chu Yan also saw this. He was originally planning to take action. But his father's fearless look made him wonder if his father had any other cards up his sleeve. Go to hell. Chen Yuanqin attacked the opponent angrily with tremendous energy. But at this moment, A dazzling golden light burst out from Chu Jingyu's body. Then he threw a punch and collided with Chen Yuanqin's sudden fist. Boom! A loud noise made everyone's eardrums hurt. Energy overflowing. It turned into a ripple that swept in all directions. Then the golden light spread instantly. This unparalleled force, like a raging storm, hit Chen Yuanqin. In the shocked eyes of everyone, the latter's figure flew backwards like a rag sack and fell heavily to the ground. With a puff, a mouthful of blood spurted out. Chapter 24. I'm just here to watch the fun. Everyone looked at this scene in a daze. The legendary rank 4 martial master in their eyes was actually defeated by a rank 3 martial master. Master Yao, what was that golden light that suddenly burst out from my father just now? Chu Yan asked hurriedly. It's a special physical condition at the spirit level, the golden light body. Yao Lao said in a deep voice. My father also has a special physique. Chu Yan said in surprise. It wasn't before, but it is now. Master Yao, what do you mean by this? When I just woke up, I clearly saw your father's condition. He just had an ordinary physique. That's absolutely correct, but the golden light he is emitting now is indeed the spirit-level golden light body. As for why this happened, I'm not sure. Chu Yan guessed, could it be that acquired cultivated it? Some physiques can indeed be acquired and cultivated, but the golden light body cannot. And do you think your Chu family really has that kind of foundation? The Chu family doesn't have it, but Beast God might have it. Quote. I can't figure this out either. Why did your father suddenly awaken the golden body? Maybe you can ask him after this is over. At this time, Chen Yuanqin fell to the ground, spitting blood. He looked at Chu Jingyu with horror. Special physique, you actually have a special physique. He was a little bit unbelievable. How could they have a special physique in such a barren land? However, Chu Jingyu ignored him. His feet were like the wind and he pounced forward like a tiger in an instant. Chen Yuanqin shouted loudly, "Jump up from the ground." He bent his palms into claws, and the energy in his body exploded, turning into a pair of tiger claws on his palms, and a phantom of a tiger appeared behind him. Tiger Mountain Breaker. Chen Yuanqin used his most powerful martial arts to fight against Chu Jingyu. At this moment he didn't dare to hold back at all. Otherwise you will really die. In an instant, the two sides fought again. Energy burst. Collide with each other. Loud noises were heard one after another. With the help of martial arts, the two sides were still fighting on equal terms. Chen Yuanqin was horrified. The opponent's combat power is so strong. Chief Chu, we are both evenly matched. If we continue to fight, both sides will suffer. Why don't we stop and shake hands in peace? Chen Yuanqin began to feel fear in his heart. Even Chu Jingyu is so powerful. Then will Chu Tianyang, who has never appeared, be stronger? Humph. How can you come and go as you please in our Chu family? Chu Jingyu snorted coldly, didn't you say that the strong will be strong and the weak will perish? Chu Jingyu, do you really think you can hurt me? Chen Yuanqin roared. The body actually rose into the air and stood in the air. You should know, right? If I want to escape, you can't do anything to me, because I am a rank 4 martial master, ha ha ha. His laughter suddenly stopped. His eyeballs trembled violently as he looked in the direction of the Chu family. There, a huge and ferocious blue crystal snake head was slowly stretching out. A huge sense of oppression instantly swept the whole place. The Chen family disciples who were facing the Chu family were shaking like sieves, and some even collapsed to the ground. What's wrong? A group of Chu family members also turned around. When I saw that huge monster, I burst into a series of, "Oh my god. When did such a huge monster come to their Chu family? It's Beast God. Meet the Beast God." Chu Hongxiao shouted excitedly and was the first to bow. Chu Jingyu, Chu Yan and others turned around and saluted hurriedly. The others all bowed to the patriarch when they saw him. He also bowed his head and saluted. Is this the Beast God of their Chu family? But Beast God doesn't seem to be that big. The people watching nearby were so frightened that they screamed and fled in all directions. Some of the timid ones fainted directly. No need to be so polite. I just sensed the presence of a battle here, so I came out to watch the excitement. Don't worry about me. Long Yuan said. Two warriors with the fighting power of Wuzong fought each other. He naturally felt it, so I wanted to come out and watch the fun. His body was suspended in the air. The huge head looked down and said to Chu Jingyu, "You guys continue." "Yes." Chu Jingyu nodded and looked at his opponent in midair. "Ah!" Chen Yuanqin suddenly roared, coming back to his senses from the shock. All the energy in his body surged into the sky, and he roared, "Come on, let's fight to the death." Then he turned around and fled into the distance with a whoosh. Oh shit, the giant python gave me a very terrifying feeling. Definitely surpassed the rank 4 demon sect. Maybe it's a rank 5 monster king level existence. If I stay here, I will die. Now he really believed it. The Chu family really has a very terrifying guardian beast. But, I want to cry. Question mark question mark question mark question mark question mark. This sudden and unrestrained action almost made Chu Jingyu unable to react. When he wants to chase, the other party has gone far away. Hey, I really just came here to watch the fun, why are you running away? Long Yuan sighed. The huge body swayed slightly, and suddenly disappeared from everyone's sight like lightning. Just when everyone hadn't recovered from the shock. With a scream, Chen Yuanqin's figure flew back like a cannonball. Boring, really boring. With just this little strength, how dare you come and cause trouble for the Chu family? Long Yuan's voice came from afar. Then he swung his body and dived into the thundercloud above Qingyang Town Lake. Bang! Chen Yuanqin's body fell to the ground. But he is completely dead. Even though Long Yuan just waved his tail lightly, it was more than he could bear, and his internal organs were shattered. Ancestor. Everyone in the Chen family was stunned. How did things get to this point? Take them all down. Following Chu Jingyu's order, all the members of the Chen family were trapped in the middle. And the only way waiting for them is death. This is what Zhao Yuanqin said. If you are strong, you will become stronger, and if you are weak, you will perish. If the Chu family loses, then the other party will kill them without hesitation. Xiao Yan, come with me to Wuhan town later. Since the Chen family dares to attack us, there is no need for the Chen family in Wuhan town to exist. And our family's power also needs to expand, so let's start from Wuhan town. For safety reasons, Chu Jingyu still called his son. After all, his cultivation is higher. Yes, father. Chu Yan nodded. At this moment, Long Yuan arrived at the thundercloud in the center of Qingyang town. Just as Chu Tianyang said at the beginning, there is no chance here. There was nothing else except the thunder raging in it. The strength of the thunder is not very strong, which is just right for me to stay here. Long Yuan nodded. I plan to move the Dragon Emperor Palace into the thundercloud after I break through to rank 6 Monster Sovereign. From now on, nothing that happens in Qingyang town will escape my eyes. At this time, Chu Tianyang and Chu Yan led some Chu family warriors to rush towards Wuhan town. The first elder Chu Hongtu and the second elder Chu Hongxiao were responsible for the family's population growth. After all, this was something ordered by Beast God, and they dared not slack off in the slightest. Chapter 25 Development, Draw Lots. As for the method, that's what Long Yuan said at the beginning. Either have a baby or get married. Every time a child is born, the family will have generous rewards. As for the fastest speed, of course, that means marrying a wife or concubine. If a man can marry several wives and concubines, it won't be long before the population plan of 10,000 is realized. So the Chu family began to post notices throughout Qingyang town, seeking a marriage partner. Certainly, they didn't force it. This is a voluntary thing. As the only big family in Qingyang town, there are naturally countless women who want to enter the rich family, or men who want to live off them. Moreover, the Chu family gave a small betrothal gift. In the eyes of others, that is a huge fortune. Therefore, the Chu family had many happy events in the following period. There are more and more women marrying into the Chu family. Occasionally, there are men who marry into the wife's family. Sometimes, there are even several couples getting married on the same day, making it a very lively occasion. Firecrackers blasted. The gongs and drums are beating loudly. Banquets were held almost continuously, allowing ordinary people in Qingyang town to enjoy a feast. Where can they normally eat such good food? Not only that, Chu Hongtu and Chu Hongxiao also discussed. Not only did they limit their target to Qingyang town, after all, it was too small. Even Wuhan town, which had just been completely taken over by the family, became their target. Wuhan town is larger than Qingyang town and has a larger population, with a total of 70,000 to 80,000 people. But among them, only the Chen family is dominant. After the Chu family exterminated the Chen family, Wuhan town naturally became a subsidiary town of the Chu family. Not only that, there are also some villages and towns around. First of all, we need to let them know how powerful our Chu family is, and the benefits of marrying their daughters into our Chu family. Chu Hongxiao stroked his beard with his thumb and index finger. Beast God said, "Don't be afraid of exposing your strength. But for those villages and small towns, the cultivation level of the ancestor and the clan leader is enough to suppress them. Perhaps, we can set our goals a little further." Chu Jingyu said, "What does the patriarch mean?" Yanyang City. Yanyang City. Chu Hongtu and the other man were slightly startled. They occasionally heard about this place from some martial artists who passed by. It is said to be a very big city. Among them is the rank 5 martial king. They had sent people there before. But there was no news. Because to get there, you have to pass through the Eagle Valley, where powerful great monsters are entrenched, and you must be a rank 3 martial master to pass. But now their Chu family's strength should be enough to pass safely. Are the girls from big cities willing to marry into a small town like Qingyang? Humph. A mountain doesn't have to be high to be magical if there are immortals there. Our Chu family's current strength is also here. Not to mention Beast God, even our ancestor will be able to break through to rank 5 martial king in no time. Who will dare to look down on our Chu family then? Also, although Qingyang town doesn't have a large population now, as our Chu family grows, I believe it won't be long before Qingyang town will become Azure Sun City. Chu Hongtu and Chu Hongxiao looked at each other. They all saw the ambition in each other's eyes. The final discussion: we must expand the family's influence to Yanyang City. But the most important thing right now is the grand ceremony in a few days. This is the first public appearance of Beast God in front of our entire clan. It will also let everyone know and acknowledge the existence of Beast God. There must be no room for carelessness in this matter. Now the family has returned to normal operations. The most important thing is that that day was the auspicious day they selected. If it weren't for this reason, the ceremony could have been held earlier. But now there is one more thing that requires the participation of all of you elders. Chu Jingyu suddenly said with a smile. What's up? Draw lots. What? Drawing lots. That's right, it's drawing lots. This involves a great opportunity that Beast God is about to grant you, but opportunities are limited, and I can't favor one over the other, so I can only use the most primitive method of drawing lots. Everything depends on your luck. Oh, second elder, you don't have to participate. Why? Chu Hongxiao was puzzled. Is there something I did wrong? You have been selected by Beast God. Beast God should have said before that he would give you a chance, so you don't have to participate in this lottery. Chu Jingyu said calmly. Last time when I went with Beast God to search for the essence of heaven and earth, Beast God did say so. Chu Hongxiao thought the beast had forgotten about it. I didn't expect that this was waiting for me here. Not long after, the 8 elders gathered together. Chu Jingyu reiterated the matter again. Everything depends on your luck. Except for the second elder Chu Hongxiao. There are 7 elders left to draw lots, and there are only 3 chances. Patriarch, can you tell me what this opportunity is? The great elder asked curiously. I promised Beast God not to tell you. I can only tell you that this opportunity will not only greatly increase your strength, but also help you defying the heavens and changing fate. My ancestor and I both gained great strength because of the opportunity granted by Beast God. This sentence made all the elders breathe faster. It turns out that the rapid growth in the strength of the ancestor and the clan leader was due to the opportunity bestowed by the Beast God. All of a sudden, everyone was worried. Even Chu Hongxiao, the second elder who had already been appointed, clenched his fist nervously. He was looking forward to what that opportunity might be. It's actually possible to be so incredible. Let's get started. Chu Jingyu took out a box. No one took a paper ball from it. If there is a mythical beast pattern on it, then congratulations, you have won the prize. Then several people reached into the box at the same time. Then 7 paper balls appeared in the hands of several people. Open it. At this moment, several people's hands were shaking. It all depends on God's will. Chu Hongtu took a deep breath and opened the paper. Haha, I won. But I saw that there was a pattern of a mythical beast painted on the paper ball in his hand. Then the others also opened the paper balls in their hands. As a result, only the 7th elder Chu Jianshan and the 8th elder Chu Yunfei had paper balls with the beast god drawn on them. Seeing this, others could only sigh with regret. First of all, congratulations to the 3 of you for receiving the gift from the beast god. Also, others should not feel regretful. With the divine beast, there will definitely be various opportunities in the future. There will be opportunities again. It's just a matter of sooner or later. Because of time issues, now only a few people have obtained this qualification. You have to wait until the ceremony is over before the beast god will grant you the opportunity. A few days later, the ceremony has begun. On this day, the Chu family stopped all activities. And everyone returned to their families. From the ancestors to the 3-year-old children, everyone participated in the ceremony. Almost everyone in Qingyang town was watching. I want to take a look at the Chu family's guardian beast lineup. It's just that everyone doesn't understand. Isn't the Chu family's guardian beast deep inside the Chu family? Why should we face Qingyang Lake in the center of Qingyang town? Boom! Accompanied by thunderous sounds, Long Yuan's huge head stretched out from the thunderclouds above Qingyang Lake. Subscribe to Chinese Novel Audio Wave. Chapter 26 Opportunity. The purpose of the ceremony is simple. Just tell all the Chu family members openly. This is our family's guardian beast. A huge snake head fell from the dark clouds, looking down at everyone. At this moment, not to mention other people in Qingyang town, even the Chu family members held their breath, even though almost everyone already knew that beast god was a giant python. But seeing it now, I still feel an unprecedented sense of oppression. Especially those who have never seen beast god. I was almost scared to the point of my eyes turning white. Is this our beast god? But no matter what, everyone saw the face of beast god. I remember that the last time beast god rescued us from the Ma family, it didn't seem like this. And it was never as big as it is now. Someone asked doubtfully. Now beast god's body is at least over 300 meters long. The second elder explained, that's because the beast god's bloodline has returned to its ancestral state and his cultivation has improved. And indeed, as they said, Long Yuan's cultivation had indeed improved again. Under the influence of the rich essence of heaven and earth released by the saint-level heaven and earth essence vein. His cultivation has broken through to the middle stage of rank 6 monster sovereign. All Chu family members must remember that if there was no beast god, our Chu family would have perished long ago, and we would not be where we are today. Therefore, from now on, beast god has the highest status in our Chu family. Anyone who disrespects beast god will be punished according to the family rules, and there will be no mercy. Chu Tianyang's powerful voice echoed in the ears of all the Chu family members. I will follow the orders of the ancestor. Long Yuan nodded. The so-called grand ceremony only requires him to show up. Just let everyone know your existence. What he cares more about is the system's current task completion rate. After this period of development, the number of people has increased from more than 3,000 to more than 5,000, which is a significant increase, but the task is still about halfway completed. It looks like this task will take a long time to complete. This reward is not easy to get. Long Yuan estimates that it will take about a year. After all, as a martial artist, many people are devoted to cultivation, and few are obsessed with creating humans. Fortunately, the essence of heaven and earth is very rich now. It does not affect one's cultivation at all. Showed up. Long Yuan returned to the thundercloud again. He would not participate in the management of the Chu family. What he needs to do, it is to let the Chu family help him complete the system task quickly. Now, the Dragon Emperor Palace also sank and floated in the thunderclouds. Long Yuan swayed his body. He entered the hall in an instant. Rank 6 Monster Sovereign mid-term. After Long Yuan left, the voice of Yao Lao sounded in Chu Yan's mind. Rank 6 Monster Sovereign. Is Beast God growing so fast? Chu Yan exclaimed. When we met not long ago, He was only a rank 5 monster king, but now he has become a rank 6 monster sovereign. Your beast god is very mysterious and cannot be viewed with conventional eyes. After the ceremony, Chu Tianyang personally brought several tribesmen and the essence stone given to him by beast god to Yanyang City. They wanted to establish their Chu family's base there. As Long Yuan said, his spirit body training speed is very fast. Now he has reached the early stage of rank 5 martial king. When leaving, Chu Tianyang entered the thundercloud and met Long Yuan. You must not only make the Chu family famous when you enter Yanyang City this time, but you must also obtain the inheritance of Alchemist, Artifact Refining Master, and Array Master. Only by cultivating our own Alchemist and Artifact Refining Master of the Chu family can we achieve the kingly way. Long Yuan warned. Yes, Beast God. If you encounter difficulties that you cannot solve, send someone to convey the message back in time, and I will help. After Chu Tianyang left, Chu Jingyu led a few people into the Dragon Emperor Palace. It was the 4 of them, the Great Elder, and the 3 younger generations of the Chu family. They are Chu Zan, Chu Shan, and Chu Liang. These are 3 members of the Chu family with excellent character selected by Chu Jingyu from the younger generation. Is this where the beast god lives? Chu Zan looked around the Dragon Emperor Palace curiously. If I hadn't seen myself walking into a hall at the beginning. He thought he was still outside. Moreover, the essence of heaven and earth here is much richer than that in my family. Meet the beast god. Seeing the giant python hovering in the sky, everyone hurriedly saluted. Have you brought everyone here? Let's get started. After Long Yuan finished speaking, a series of white energy balls appeared in front of everyone. No more, no less, exactly 7. Each of you choose one and start merging. These are the remaining 7 origins. Among them, 4 physical origins. 3 martial soul origins. Rather than keep this kind of thing, it would be better to use it as soon as possible to increase the Chu family's wealth. These origins are all spirit level, and they are all high-grade spirit level, so they can't be that bad. You 3 little guys make your choice first. The great elder Chu Hongtu stroked his beard and said. The other 3 elders also nodded. Hey, if that's the case, I won't be polite. Chu Zan stepped forward. First, he bowed to the beast god. Just a glance. He held one of the origins in his hand. You can't tell anything from the outside anyway, so you might as well just pick one at random. Chu Shan and Chu Liang each chose one after paying their respects to the beast god. Although they are all under 20 years old. But Chu Shan looked calmer. Chu Liang is the only girl among these people. She is about the same age as Chu Zan and the others. She wears a light yellow dress and has a slim figure. Her appearance is average, but her eyes are bright and lively. Then came the 4 elders. The first elder Chu Hongtu, the second elder Chu Hongxiao, the 7th elder Chu Jianshan, and the 8th elder Chu Yunfei. The 4 of them also each chose one. Begin refining and fusing. I will assist you. Long Yuan looked at everyone and said. Then rays of light began to merge into the body. Chu Jingyu, who was watching from the side, was very excited. In this way, their Chu family will have 7 more powerful people. Long Yuan also began to help them refine their origin. During this time, some martial artists who came to Jushao Mountain to train also noticed the changes in Qingyang town. Because of that rank 5 heavenly essence vein, the heavenly essence in Qingyang town has become much richer, making it very suitable for cultivation. Many people are asking what happened. But there is no way of knowing. The matter of Long Yuan's arrest of the heaven and earth essence vein was blocked by Chu Tianyang. People just know that this incident is related to Beast God. But I have no idea what the relationship is. There are many martial artists. But no one dared to be presumptuous to the Chu family. Because there is already a rank 4 Wuzong strongman in charge here. However, some disciples from other forces reported the changes that took place here to the sect. Qingyang town is destined to become the center of a storm in the coming period. But no matter how turbulent the outside world is, the Chu family is still developing steadily. Those who are supposed to get married are getting married, those who are supposed to have children are having children, and the family members are increasing steadily. It took nearly a month. Long Yuan finally helped Chu Hongtu and others refine the origin. I am. Chu Zan was excited, and his mind moved. The skin of the body suddenly turned into a brass color. Diamond Body. Chapter 27, Defying the Heavens and Changing Fate's Great Opportunity. He never expected that. The opportunity given by Beast God is actually a high-grade spirit-level physique, a powerful diamond body. Not only that, but my cultivation has also broken through to the middle stage of rank 3 martial master. You should know that before coming here, I am only in the middle stage of rank 1 martial artist. Directly broke through 2 major realms. Mine is astral glass body. Chu Liang looked at her glass-like palm in surprise. His face was full of shock. Roar, a roar. A giant ape shadow flashing with lightning appeared behind Chu Shan. Is this a martial spirit? Chu Zan and Chu Liang looked at Chu Shan in shock. High-grade spirit-level martial spirit, thunder explosion ape. The shock in Chu Shan's eyes was beyond words. To some extent, the martial soul of the same quality has more advantages than the physical constitution, because the martial soul owner has more advantages in practicing martial arts than the physical constitution. Therefore, people with martial spirits in this world are rarer than those with special physiques. The 4 elders also looked at the great opportunity they had just obtained with excitement. The great elder Chu Hongtu, Tianyang martial spirit. The 2nd elder Chu Hongxiao, dark night mysterious body. The 7th elder Chu Jianshan, jade spirit sword martial spirit. The 8th elder Chu Yunfei, Xuanbing body. The elders looked at each other. They all saw the shock in each other's eyes. At first they thought it would be an opportunity like elixir, martial arts or spirit weapon. But I didn't expect it to be about physique and martial spirit. Moreover, most of these elders had already broken through to rank 2 martial warrior before they came. Therefore, at this moment, all of them have reached the level of rank 3 martial master, and are only 1 step away from rank 4 martial master. They are all spirit level physiques and martial spirits. We all got spirit level physiques and martial spirits. Chu Hongtu said in a trembling voice. The opportunity that Beast God has given us is so great. This is really defying the heavens and changing fate for us. Chu Jianshan said excitedly. His jade sword martial spirit fell into his hands. He could feel the enormous power contained in it. Moreover, having integrated the jade sword martial soul, he will be more adept at learning sword Dao martial arts. The patriarch was absolutely right. It is indeed defying the heavens and changing fate for them. At this time, Long Yuan's voice came. Physique and martial spirit have been completely integrated with you, but the mysteries in it still need you to slowly develop them. But you have to remember that if someone asks you how you got your physique, just say you were born awakened. Do you understand what I mean? I understand. Chu Hongtu took the lead and spoke. Long Yuan nodded. This matter cannot be exposed too early, otherwise it will definitely cause a lot of trouble. There is another opportunity next, but whether you can get it depends on your fate. Long Yuan said to several people. Then everyone saw a flash before their eyes. Then he appeared in front of a dark hall. Is this the palace that we found in the Juxiao mountain range barrier? Chu Hongxiao said in surprise. Yes, it is that palace. After my research, I found that this palace will not be attacked unless humans enter. So, go in and give it a try. Whether you can obtain the inheritance depends on your luck. I can tell you in advance that the opportunity here is not small. Some time ago, when Long Yuan was studying this temple, he was surprised to find that in the corner of the hall's exit are engraved the words, "Non-human race do not enter." Then he understood. This inheritance was originally left to mankind. Any other races that enter will be attacked by the Holy Sword. Of course, this is also the reason why Long Yuan is not interested in the Sword Dao inheritance, otherwise he would have directly used the Dragon Emperor Palace to suppress the Holy Sword Mo Yi. The Great Elder took the lead. Several people walked in. At first, the 2nd elder was a little nervous. After all, the scene of the rank 5 Monster King being killed by the sword energy is still vivid in my mind. However, after entering, he found that the terrifying black sword energy did not appear, which made him feel relieved. Soon the Great Elder shook his head in frustration and said, I have failed to live up to Beast God's expectations and have not been able to obtain the inheritance. It doesn't matter, this kind of thing belongs to those who are destined to get it. Not long after, everybody came out, and the 7th elder Chu Jianshan was holding the pitch-black sword in his hand. Really? Long Yuan nodded. As he expected. Chu Jianshan, who has integrated the Jade Spirit Sword martial soul, is the most likely among these people to inherit the Holy Sword. Thank you, Beast God. Chu Jianshan knelt on one knee. His gains this time were huge. Long Yuan nodded and said, "The reason why I gave you so many opportunities is to enable you to grow quickly and vigorously develop the Chu family. I have only one goal from beginning to end, and that is to make the Chu family a unique family in the world. So, we still have a long way to go, and everyone should encourage each other. Yes, I will follow the Beast God's instructions. Grand Elder, exist. Take this, Sun and Moon Yin and Yang art, and give it to the clan leader. This is a rank 6 middle grade body refining technique. Anyone who can practice it should practice it. It can also enhance your strength." Everyone's eyes widened. Rank 6 technique. Chu Zan was even more surprised and asked, "Body refining technique? This is perfect for me." He always felt that only a fist-to-flesh attack was a real fight between men. And his powerful diamond body is also very suitable for close combat. If I could practice another body refining technique, then your strength will increase again. Yes, I will obey the orders of Beast God. Chu Hongtu carefully put the jade slip containing the rank 6 technique close to his body. Then, to everyone's shock, Long Yuan also passed on some martial arts to the Great Elder. The highest quality is rank 6. This made everyone ecstatic. Now that the technique is available, I have the physique. If they can no longer lead the Chu family to success, they will really be sorry for Beast God's great cultivation. After everyone left, Long Yuan looked at the Black Palace. The inheritance of the ancient sword was obtained by Chu Jianshan. But the old man's space ring was taken by Long Yuan in advance. The Sun and Moon Yin and Yang Sutra is the technique obtained from the space ring, a powerful technique for body tempering that receives the power of the sun and the moon. Not bad, not bad. This old man must have been a strong man when he was alive. There is actually a saint-level technique in his space ring. However, this level of skills cannot be given to them for the time being. When the family's strength increases, it's not too late to give it to them. Then, Long Yuan took out a blood-stained paper scroll from the old man's space ring. The reason for his death was written in blood. Gate of Hell. This old man was known as the Ink Sword Saint during his lifetime. He is a true martial saint. Just because he snatched an imperial pill from the Hell Gate. Only then was he hunted down by the enemy. Finally died at the hands of the martial emperor. Those who inherit my legacy will take over my karma. Does this mean that Chu Jianshan, holding the Moyi Holy Sword, will embark on the road of revenge for him? But it doesn't matter. With this emperor pill, what if I accept his karma? Long Yuan looked at the golden pill in the space ring. That's right. This is the Emperor Pill. It can allow a strong martial saint to successfully break through the martial emperor. Chapter 28, Upgrading a 4-star family. As long as you have this imperial pill, whether it is himself or the Chu family, a peerless martial emperor will appear. When the time comes, all cause and effect will be cut off with one sword. And, Long Yuan looked at the system panel. Host, Long Yuan. Race, Mysterious Ice Crystal Viper. Realm Cultivation, Rank 6 Monster Sovereign Late Stage. Physical Cultivation, Rank 5 Monster King Late Stage. Current task, the number of guardian families exceeds 10,000. Task reward, Bloodline Reversion once, Saint level high grade skill, Body Refining Technique of Stars, Saint level high grade Defense Formation, Sun and Moon Star Formation. Guardian Family level, 4 stars, Host's training speed increases 40 times. At this moment, the Chu family's level has reached 4 stars. And Long Yuan's cultivation speed also increased by 40 times. It's not far to the rank 7 Demon Lord. Nothing to do. Long Yuan also began to practice. Although the system sometimes has rewards for improving cultivation. But don't waste time. Chu Hongtu and others had just left the Dragon Emperor Palace. Chu Jingyu and several other elders were already waiting there. Patriarch, have you broken through to rank 4 Wuzong? Chu Hongtu and others looked at the Patriarch standing in midair in surprise. Good, just a breakthrough. Chu Jingyu said with a smile. Everyone showed envy. In this scene, many people in Qingyang town also saw it. He was telling everyone, our Chu family really has a rank 4 Wuzong strongman in charge. How is it? What's the harvest? Several other elders came to the great elder and others and asked. Ha ha ha, the opportunity bestowed by Beast God is so great that it is beyond our imagination. Chu Hongtu stroked his beard with a flushed face. The rosy face is like a dead tree coming back to life in spring. Of course not. Isn't it a great opportunity to help all of their elders break through to rank 3? Chu Jingyu landed and said. What? All 4 of them have reached rank 3 martial master perfection. The other 4 elders all widened their eyes. It's been less than a month since they entered the Dragon Emperor Palace. Ha ha ha, what's the point of realm? The greatest opportunity is not realm. Chu Hongxiao stroked his beard with 2 fingers and grinned. This expression made the other 4 elders who did not get the opportunity feel very disappointed. Okay, stop provoking them here. Chu Jingyu stopped several people. Since you have already broken through to the rank 3 martial master, you should practice hard recently and strive to break through to the rank 4 martial master. This realm is much stronger than rank 3. Chu Hongtu then handed over all the skills and martial arts bestowed by Beast God to the clan leader. This shocked others greatly. The Beast God has given the Chu family so much. Beast God said, let us vigorously develop the family. Especially in expanding the family population, we can't slack off in this regard. Chu Hongtu said, of course. Now our Chu family's influence has not only covered the villages and towns around the Jushao Mountains, but has also expanded to Yanyang City. As long as we continue to improve the strength of our family, more people will be eager to marry into our Chu family. Only when the population base increases will there be more children born each year, which will increase the chances of some genius children being born. In the final analysis, this world is still ruled by the strong. As long as you are strong, everything is so easy to do. Otherwise, just like before, they couldn't even get out of Qingyang town. Not to mention developing a family. Half a month later, someone returned from Yanyang City. What? Are you saying that the ancestor won the inheritance of the rank 5 alchemist at the auction, but was blocked in the city and couldn't get out? Chu Jingyu asked in a deep voice. Yes, there is a branch of the Wanyu Chamber of Commerce in Yanyang City. It is said to be one of the largest chambers of commerce in the world. They organize an auction every once in a while. This time, the ancestor used a large amount of essence stones to auction off the rank 5 alchemist inheritance, but he didn't expect to be targeted by the 3 major families in Yanyang City. Those 3 families all have veteran rank 5 martial king ancestors, so now the ancestor can't leave the city at all. That's why I came back to ask Beast God for support. The returning tribesman said hurriedly. In that case, I will ask Beast God to come out. Chu Jingyu flew towards the thundercloud. Not long after, a giant blue python flew towards Yanyang City. Yanyang City is a huge city, covering a vast area. It has a population of hundreds of thousands. It is usually very lively. But it was a bit quiet at this time, and there were very few pedestrians on the street. The whole city is in a panic. It was only because there were several martial kings' auras colliding, which was a realm that they looked up to. The invisible aura suppressed everyone so much that they couldn't breathe. In the city, 3 terrifying auras locked onto Chu Tianyang in the center from 3 directions. They were the ancestors of the Li, Zhou, and Pang families in Yanyang City. The rank 5 alchemist inheritance is also a treasure in their eyes. The 3 of them had been in the martial king realm for who knows how many years. His entire strength is unfathomable. Chu Tianyang is only in the early stage of martial king. I don't have any powerful martial arts skills. Even though he has a special physique. He was helpless facing 3 people at the same time. Fortunately, these 3 companies are on guard against each other and dare not attack rashly. As long as we hold on until the Beast God comes, these people are not worth mentioning at all. Chu Tianyang thought to himself. Chu Tianyang, hand over the alchemist inheritance in your hand, and I promise to let you go. Zhou Tiansheng, the ancestor of the Zhou family, said in a deep voice. He has white hair and a hunched body. On crutches. But his aura was extremely terrifying. That's right. Hand over the alchemist inheritance. Since we are both rank 5 martial kings, we will let you live. Li Zezhou, the ancestor of the Li family, said with a cold look. The Wanyu Chamber of Commerce made it very clear at the time. This inheritance contains many extremely rare prescriptions. This includes the rank 5 mirror-breaking pill. This is an unimaginable inheritance for any of their families. Imagine this. If you can obtain this inheritance, that means the family can continue to produce rank 5 martial kings. This will greatly increase the strength of the family. So the three of them all wanted to get the alchemist inheritance. However, facing their persecution, Chu Tianyang remained unmoved. He's waiting for reinforcements. Do it now. The three finally realized something and took action immediately. If one more person comes, that would definitely be bad for them. However, at this moment, the clouds rolled in the sky. It quickly enveloped the entire Yanyang city, making the originally bright sky dim. Zhou Tiansheng and the other two who were about to attack stopped instantly, looking at the dark clouds rolling in the sky. Ha ha ha, Beast God is finally here. Chu Tianyang was delighted. He sensed a familiar scent. Really? A huge and ferocious blue python head with 3 curved horns poked down from the clouds. So who wants the Chu family's rank 5 alchemist inheritance? Long Yuan's voice rang out in the sky. In Yanyang City. Everyone heard this voice at this time. Some people hiding in the house watched curiously. I was so scared that my soul left my body. Chapter 29. Do you still want this inheritance? Zhou Tiansheng and the other two looked upside down. Long Yuan's body is still in the clouds, although there is still a sense of oppression. But the three of them were not afraid at all. Because Long Yuan's aura is restrained, his specific realm cannot be seen. But judging by Chu Tianyang's strength, his reinforcements should also be at the rank 5 martial king level. After all, he is just a nouveau riche in Qingyang town. How powerful can he be? We want all three of them, Li Zezhou said without any fear. In that case, give it to them. Long Yuan said to Chu Tianyang. Yes, a divine beast. Although Chu Tianyang was puzzled, but he still followed Long Yuan's instructions and threw away the jade slip containing the rank 5 alchemist's inheritance. Zhou Tiansheng and the other two were stunned. They all burst out with terrifying strength and rushed towards the jade slip. Does Beast God want to benefit from the quarrel between the clans? But this crude method is unlikely to be able to hide it from the other party's eyes. Sure enough, the next moment, the three of them were suspended around the jade slip, forming a tripod. But no one took action. Now that we have a powerful enemy nearby, why don't we kill them first and then decide on the inheritance? Zhou Tiansheng said. That's right, it's absolutely impossible for me to be a wedding dress for others. Li Zezhou nodded. The ancestor of the Pang family also agreed. Then the three of them looked at Long Yuan and Chu Tianyang. So have you decided who will inherit this inheritance? Long Yuan asked. My Pang family must obtain this inheritance. The ancestor of the Pang family said firmly. The other two were about to speak. Then he heard the giant python in the sky say to Chu Tianyang, where is this old guy's family located? Point out the direction. That direction. Chu Tianyang pointed. Long Yuan's spiritual sense erupts. The family was located instantly. What are you going to do? The ancestor of the Pang family frowned. Puff. The next moment, a breath of icy air blew over. Across Yanyang City, it hit the Pang family's ground, instantly freezing the entire Pang family. Ah, demon python, how dare you? The ancestor of the Pang family was so angry that his eyes were about to burst. Where are all his entire family members? Now it's all frozen. I will kill you. The ancestor of the Pang family shouted angrily. Instantly he soared into the sky and rushed towards Long Yuan. Buzz. Blue energy gathers. A blue energy ball the size of a human head instantly formed above Long Yuan's head, and a terrifying aura instantly spread. Is this rank 6 monster sovereign? Zhou Tiansheng and Li Zezhou exclaimed. The face of the Pang family ancestor who rushed towards Long Yuan suddenly changed. He looked at the giant python in front of him with horror. And at this moment, the blue beam of light instantly submerged him. Wait until the light fades away. The figure of the ancestor of the Pang family had completely disappeared from the place. Dead. The ancestor of my hometown is dead. Li Zezhou and Zhou Tiansheng were immediately terrified. His face turned pale. My legs felt weak from standing there. They never imagined that behind Chu Tianyang was a rank 6 monster sovereign. So do you still want this inheritance? Long Yuan looked at the other two ancestors. No, we don't deserve this inheritance. We were blind before and tried to snatch it away. Senior, it is us who are blind and not the seniors. Please spare our lives, Senior. Both of them begged for mercy. In front of rank 6 monster sovereign. Rank 5 martial king is just like a powerless child. From now on, it shouldn't be a big deal for my Chu family to own a share of Yanyang City, right? Long Yuan asked. That's not too much, that's not too much. Even if you want to be the master of this city, we dare not object in the slightest. The two of them shook their heads quickly. This world is not a place for reason. The bigger the fist, the more truth. Long Yuan nodded. This is exactly the effect he wants. Go get the inheritance back, and then return to Qingyang town. Just send an elder to take charge here. Long Yuan said to Chu Tianyang. Yes, beast god. In a prosperous attic in Yanyang City, Zhe Tianli, the president of Wanyu Chamber of Commerce, looked at this scene with a little surprise. I didn't expect that a rank 6 monster sovereign would appear in this small Yanyang City. I am a little surprised. And the other party is also involved with Chu Tianyang, the rank 5 martial king who suddenly appeared. Is there any secret in this? Will it involve the secrets of the Jushao Mountains? On the way back to Qingyang town, Chu Tianyang asked Beast God in confusion why he did that. Would it be easier to just wipe out their 3 tribes? After all, for Beast God, it really is just a breeze. Wouldn't it be better to take these 2 families as affiliated families of the Chu family? But this requires your operation. Long Yuan is only responsible for the overall situation. He doesn't care how to do it specifically. I see. Chu Tianyang nodded. As the family continued to grow, there will definitely be many affiliated forces. Now let's just get familiar with it first. Return to the family. When he saw the cultivation of several elders, Chu Tianyang was suddenly shocked. He had been in Yanyang City for only a month. How come such a big change happened? This is the opportunity bestowed upon us by the beast god. Chu Hongtu said. I see. That's what I was saying. Even with a rank 5 heaven and earth essence, it's impossible for your strength to increase so quickly. It turns out it was the work of beast god. That makes sense. Chu Tianyang nodded. Then he took out the things he brought back from Yanyang City this time. He has gained a lot during this period. In addition to the rank 5 alchemist's legacy, I also got some martial arts and elixirs. And these are what their Chu family lacks. Especially martial arts. This is something that can greatly improve the combat power of martial artist. And this time he photographed several rank 4 martial arts. I have gained so much thanks to the essence stones given by Beast God. Chu Tianyang sighed. Ancestor, I think with our family's current strength, we are fully capable of occupying a heaven and earth essence vein, right? Chu Jingyu said. Beast God has helped them enough. We can't have to rely on Beast God for even a tiny bit of essence stone. As for the heaven and earth essence vein beneath their ground, it will take a long time to produce the essence stone. It's time indeed, but finding the essence of heaven and earth is a troublesome thing. The only place near us where there are heaven and earth essence veins is in the Jushao Mountains, but even with my strength, I'm afraid I wouldn't dare to go deep into it. Chu Tianyang sighed. That's right. Last time we didn't go too deep with Beast God, but we did encounter other strong ones at the rank 5 Monster King level. If we go deeper, I'm afraid there will be more powerful monsters. Second Elder Chu Hongxiao nodded. So this matter still needs to be considered carefully. After this incident, the name Qingyang town spread throughout Yanyang City and surrounding cities. But the most important thing is still about Long Yuan, the rank 6 monster sovereign. The reputation spread. Naturally, some people come here to admire its reputation. Unknowingly, many martial artists were brought to Qingyang town. Almost everyone noticed. There is a vein of heaven and earth here. This is an absolute blessed place, Grotto Heaven. At one time, many martial artists stayed here, which boosted the economy and population of Qingyang town. In this way, Long Yuan's mission is more accomplished. Chapter 30 Continuous Bloodline Reversion. During this period, the 2 ancestors of the Li family and the Zhou family in Yanyang City came to visit the Chu family in person with generous gifts. The 2 of them also tried to inquire about the relationship between the Chu family and the rank 6 monster sovereign. Chu Tianyang said without hesitation, to be honest, Beast God is the guardian beast of our Chu family. Our Chu family is what it is today thanks to Beast God. Zhou Tiansheng and Li Zezhou looked at each other. They all saw the horror in each other's eyes. That rank 6 monster sovereign is actually the Chu family's guardian beast. They have also inquired about this during this period. The rise of the Chu family has only happened in the last few months. Before that, they were just a small family that was nearly wiped out. There is even only one rank 2 martial warrior. What kind of power does this beast god have? It actually allowed their Chu family to rise so quickly. Then Chu Tianyang revealed another shocking news. Beast God is about to break through to rank 7 Demon Lord. This piece of news shocked the two of them, like a thunderbolt from the sky. Rank 6 Monster Sovereign has reached the point where they look up to him. The rank 7 Demon Lord was an existence that was truly beyond their reach. Perhaps they would never be able to reach that realm in their entire lifetime. After leaving the Chu family, Li Zezhou and Zhou Tiansheng immediately sent some of their family's elite disciples into Qingyang town. He also asked them to find a way to marry into the Chu family or become a son-in-law of the Chu family if possible. What? A genius from our 5-star family actually married into a remote place like Qingyang town. A group of young elite boys and girls said proudly. Even if the Chu family in Qingyang town has a martial arts king-level warrior in charge, they don't have to be lickers. You know what? The Chu family's future is more than just a 5-star family. The two ancestors shouted angrily. Moreover, the cultivation environment in Qingyang town is indeed better than that in Yanyang city. The reason why they were able to cultivate to the rank 5 martial king here was entirely because of an energy gathering array set up in this city, which absorbed the essence of heaven and earth from the nearby mountains. But Qingyang town has its own rank 5 heavenly essence vein. This is something that Yanyang city cannot compare to. So one day there will be a grotto heaven-blessed land suitable for cultivation. And letting them join the Chu family will also help them to hold on to the Chu family or the monster sovereign in the future. Don't look at them as rank 5 martial king. In Yanyang city and the surrounding areas, he is indeed a dominant presence. But it is limited to this area. In those wider places they are not worth mentioning at all. But the rank 7 Demon Lord is different. Even in the vast world outside, the Demon Lord has truly entered the ranks of the strong. On the other side, the name Qingyang town became increasingly famous and spread to more distant places. Many martial artists are full of curiosity. I want to go and see what magic there is. Gradually, everyone knows about the rise of the Chu family. Many people are wondering what kind of opportunity could have led to a family that was nearly wiped out. This also caused the population of Qingyang town to grow rapidly from tens of thousands to more than 100,000. And almost all those who can come here are martial artists. For a time, the entire Qingyang town became extremely lively. Even the area of Qingyang town expanded rapidly, and houses were built in many previously desolate places. Soon a few months passed. Qingyang town has completely transformed from its previous town into Azure Sun City. In order to cope with the rapid population growth, the Chu family directly merged the surrounding Shuzhong village town into it. As for the tasks ordered by Beast God, they have been persisting in doing them. As long as your conduct is acceptable, they can join or marry into the Chu family. Although these people's martial Dao talent is very low, but Chu Tianyang and others did not place their hopes on them. What they value most are their descendants. The population base is large. More children were born. The chance of a genius emerging among them also increases. Finally, watching the number of people in the Chu family grow day by day, Long Yuan finally heard the system's voice after waiting with great anticipation. Ding! Congratulations to the host for protecting a family with a population exceeding 10,000. Reward: Bloodline reversion once, Saint level high grade skill, Body refining technique of stars, Saint level high grade defense formation, Sun and Moon star formation. It's finally here. Long Yuan was very excited. This task took a really long time. It took several whole months. He was really anxious waiting. System, start bloodline reversion. Long Yuan said directly. The blue light enveloped him. His body began to transform again. After a long time, Long Yuan's figure appeared. It was a giant flood dragon with a length of nearly 500 meters. A pair of four-fingered claws have grown on its abdomen. The head also became a real flood dragon head. The blue curved corner in the middle of the nostril has not changed much. But the two blue curved horns behind the eyes have now turned into forked antlers. Flood dragon, this is the real flood dragon. Long Yuan shouted excitedly. Finally one step closer to the real dragon. Long Yuan looked at his attribute panel. Host, Long Yuan. Race Blue Crystal Ice Dragon. Realm Cultivation, Rank 7 Demon Lord Midterm. Physical Cultivation, Rank 7 Demon Venerable Perfection. Current task, upgrade the Guardian family level to 4 stars. Mission reward, 1 Bloodline Return, Emperor level Divine Ability, Buddha's Emperor Destroying Hand, 5 Mirror Breaking Pills can break through any realm including Martial Emperor. Guardian family level, 5 stars, host's training speed increases 50 times. This time, his bloodline returned to his ancestral form and became the Blue Crystal Ice Dragon. The physical body has reached the level of Rank 7 Demon Lord Perfection. This surprised Long Yuan. The improvement in physical body this time is quite large. But what puzzled him was, hasn't the task of upgrading the Guardian family's level to 4 stars been completed? This mission was accomplished several months ago. Moreover, during this period of time, Chu Tianyang had already reported to him about the star classification of forces. Take the 4-star family for example. You need 1 rank 4 martial master and 4 rank 3 martial masters. A 5-star force requires 1 rank 5 martial king and 5 rank 4 martial masters. But the 4-star family's mission had already been completed. Don't even mention 4 stars. The Chu family has now become a true 5-star family. Why is this task prompted? What's going on? Is your system stuck? Long Yuan asked. Ding. Congratulations to the host for upgrading the family he is protecting to a 4-star level. Rewards. 1 Return of Bloodline, Emperor level Divine Ability, Buddha's Hand of Emperor Destruction, and 5 Mirror Breaking Pills. Finally, the system's voice sounded. Long Yuan was somewhat delighted. He thought the system would see that the task was completed. Worried about revocation. It turned out that I was overthinking. It seems that the system's tasks are like some kind of fixed program. As long as I complete the task ahead of time, I will be rewarded in the future. Before, he was thinking about following the system's tasks. What tasks does the system issue? I gave instructions to the Chu family and asked them to complete the task. But now I see, we can now develop the Chu family in all aspects. But looking at the reward of bloodline regression, Long Yuan was excited again. The reward and bonus for completing the task ahead of schedule really surprised him. Subscribe to Chinese Novel Audio Wave. I wonder what will be thrown back this time. Is it a real dragon? System, start regressing. In an instant, Long Yuan was surrounded by blue light again. The body began to change again. Although this change was extremely painful, when I thought that I was 1 step closer to becoming a real dragon. This little pain is nothing. Chapter 31 The Surprise of Completing Tasks Consecutively. Not long after, the bloodline reversion is completed again. But to his regret, it did not revert to its ancestral form and become a true dragon, but rather a blue flame ice dragon. The appearance is already very close to a real dragon. But not yet. Although there is a circle of blue flame-like mane on the neck, and along the spine to the tail, it even forms a flood dragon tail like a cow's tail. And the dragon claws also became 4. But only 4 fingers grew on each dragon claw. So in the Flood Dragon series. But, my physical cultivation. Host, Long Yuan. Race Blue Flame Ice Dragon. Realm Cultivation, Rank 7 Demon Lord Midterm. Physical Cultivation, Rank 9 Monster Emperor. Current task, train an alchemist to protect the family. Mission rewards, the 3rd on the Heavenly Fire list, Purple Myrtle Heavenly Flame, Emperor Level Technique, Heavenly Battle Tactics, Saint Weapon, Heart Refining Tower, Emperor Level Alchemy Dao Inheritance. Guardian Family Level 5 stars, host's training speed increases 50 times. Although he failed to return to his ancestral form and become a true dragon. However, the physical strength of Blue Flame Ice Dragon has reached the perfection of Rank 9 Monster Emperor. This made Long Yuan a little excited. Does that mean I am now invincible in this world? Long Yuan murmured. This is evolving a little too fast. You have to know that the Chu family he is protecting now is only a 5-star family. Then how will the system reward me in the future? And Flood Dragon has already reached the perfection of Monster Emperor. What about the real dragon? Long Yuan suddenly felt that he had cheated too much. But at this moment, the system's voice sounded again. Ding! Congratulations to the host for training an alchemist for the family you protect. Rewards. Heavenly Fire ranking number. 3 inches Purple Myrtle Heavenly Flame, Emperor level skill, Heavenly Battle Tactics, Saint Weapon, Heart Refining Tower, Emperor level Alchemy Dao Inheritance. Long Yuan was stunned. Is this mission completed again? Also, when did he train an alchemist for the Chu family? Does that mean that the Chu family has an alchemist of their own? Long Yuan called Chu Tianyang, who was practicing on the first floor. The Dragon Emperor Hall is divided into 9 floors. The higher you go, the higher the concentration of the essence of heaven and earth. Beast God. Yes, it's me. Don't open your mouth in surprise. I haven't evolved into a real dragon. Long Yuan said indifferently. A real dragon? That's a creature that has long been extinct. Chu Tianyang looked at the beast god in horror, who is so close to a real dragon. If the other party does not tell the truth, did he really think that what was in front of him was a real dragon? Let me ask you, who in our Chu family has become an alchemist? Chu Yan became an alchemist a few months ago. He has a high talent for pill refining and is now a rank 4 alchemist. Oh, it's that little guy. After all, he was a genius who had awakened the 9-sun sacred body. Long Yuan was very impressed with him. He did a great job, he deserves a reward. A pill emitting an alluring scent flew towards Chu Tianyang. This is the mirror-breaking pill. It can break through any realm barrier, including the martial emperor realm. Just give this pill to Chu Yan. Consider it the family's reward for him becoming an alchemist. Chu Tianyang was struck by lightning instantly. My head is buzzing. Can it break through any barrier, including the martial emperor realm? His eyes suddenly widened like bull's eyes. He looked at the pill in front of him in disbelief. That is to say, if such a pill is used in the martial saint perfection realm, can a martial emperor appear in their Chu family? Chu Tianyang's heart was beating fast. I feel like I'm going to fall out of my body. You are about to become a rank 6 martial sovereign now. Don't make such a fuss. You need to learn to stay calm. It's just a mirror-breaking pill. Is it enough to make you so excited? If I take out some good stuff in the future, I'm really afraid that you'll get so excited that your blood will rush up and you'll die on the spot. Long Yuan said helplessly. For him, who already possesses the martial emperor cultivation, things like the mirror-breaking pill are not worth mentioning at all. This beast god, this thing is too valuable. Even if Chu Yan becomes an alchemist, the reward won't be so generous. After all, Chu Yan is only a rank 5 martial king, and the family has already given him a lot of rewards. In my opinion, it's better for Beast God to keep this item. It will definitely be useful to Beast God when he breaks through Monster Emperor in the future. Chu Tianyang didn't dare to accept it. It's really too precious. This is equivalent to holding an Emperor-level strongman in your hands. That's true. In that case, you can take this pill. I still have some here. Besides, Chu Tianyang was filled with disbelief. Are you selling this stuff wholesale? There is still one. Why does it feel like everything precious becomes so cheap in the hands of Beast God? Chu Tianyang had a moment to spare. But he nodded and put away the mirror-breaking pill. Just think of it as putting it away for Chu Yan. It won't be too late to give it to Chu Yan when he breaks through to the War Emperor. But this is not the end. A new task has been completed. Ding! Congratulations to the host for training an artifact refining master for the family you protect. Rewards. The host's natal emperor weapon, the 10,000 Dragons Tower upgraded as the host's cultivation level increases, the clan emperor weapon, the dragon emperor tripod, and the emperor level artifact refining master inheritance. Long Yuan was slightly stunned. Looking at Chu Tianyang, he asked in confusion, an artifact refining master has appeared in the family. Yes. Not long ago, we auctioned off a rank 3 artifact refining master inheritance from the Wanyu Chamber of Commerce in Yanyang City. With this inheritance, an elder in the family successfully stepped into the path of an artifact refining master and has successfully refined a rank 1 low-grade spirit weapon. Chu Tianyang replied. Okay, take it as a reward. It must be Dali Jiasheng. Long Yuan said excitedly. This group of people is really awesome. I actually gave myself such a big surprise. But then, the system's voices rang one after another. Ding! Congratulations to the host for raising the family you protect to a 5-star force. Rewards: 1 year of cultivation, 1 return of bloodline, Emperor level divine ability, Blue Sky Dragon Hand, Divine level physical divine ability, Blue Dragon Steel Cutting Hand, 3 Saint level physical essence, and 3 Saint level martial soul essence. Question mark question mark question mark question mark question mark question mark. FK, is this true? Long Yuan was stunned. Done again. This also means that the Chu family has produced 5 4th Tribulation Martial Masters, apart from Chu Tianyang, the rank 5 Martial King. But when I think about the physical opportunities I gave them, it seems to make sense. But this reward really surprised him. In addition to the 2 divine abilities, there is also the return of ancestral blood and 1 year of cultivation. You know, this so-called 1-year cultivation is based on Emperor-level techniques, and the current cultivation speed is 50 times faster. It is equivalent to practicing for 50 years. Very good, the Chu family has been doing well recently. We need to keep up this momentum. I believe that one day, we will achieve our goal and become the unique Chu family in this world. Long Yuan said excitedly. Yes, Chu Tianyang was also very excited. He could also feel that the Chu family was really not far from that step. Also, from now on, anyone who reaches rank 5 Martial King can enter the Dragon Emperor Palace to practice. Chapter 32, Clan Guardian Imperial Weapon. Yes. Chu Tianyang nodded. The concentration of the essence of heaven and earth in the Dragon Emperor Palace is indeed much stronger than that in Azure Sun City. After Chu Tianyang left, Long Yuan began to revert to his ancestral bloodline again. It should evolve into a real dragon this time. As the blue light enveloped him, Long Yuan's body changed again. This time it really turned into a real blue dragon. Host: Long Yuan. Race: Azure Flame Dragon. Realm Cultivation, Rank 7 Demon Lord Midterm. Physical Cultivation, Rank 10 Demon God Perfection. Current task: upgrade the Guardian family to a 6-star family. Task rewards: Divine level Kung Fu, Dragon God Secret, Divine level Divine Ability, 9 transformations of Dragon God. 9 Constitution Enhancement Pills can enhance all constitutions below Divine level by 1 large grade, and a Divine level Heaven and Earth Essence Vein. Guardian Family Level 5 stars. Host's training speed increases 50 times. The Azure Flame Blue Dragon. I don't know what kind of dragon this is. But it is definitely dragon race. And above rank 9 is the rank 10 Demon God, so the corresponding human race should be the Martial God. I've become a god. Wow, it feels so good to cheat. Long Yuan sighed. But the next reward is also very tempting. Divine level exercises. Divine level Divine Ability. Physical Fitness Enhancement Pill. Divine level Essence of Heaven and Earth. Each one is priceless. From this perspective, there might be other realms above the divine level. Long Yuan guessed that there was definitely one. After all, the Chu family is only a 5-star family today. Otherwise, what rewards will I get for upgrading the system in the future? Maybe the Blue Flame Dragon is not the final bloodline to revert to its ancestral lineage, and it will continue to revert to its ancestral lineage in the future. Of course, this is just his guess. The specific details depend on how the system is arranged. Let me absorb the cultivation I gained in that year first. Long Yuan said excitedly. System, start integrating your cultivation. Boom. A force began to merge into Long Yuan's body. His cultivation began to increase continuously and his body size also continued to grow. It eventually turned into a behemoth nearly 1,000 meters long. 50 years of cultivation only allowed me to break through to the rank 9 Monster Emperor Perfection. It shouldn't be like this. Long Yuan frowned. He felt that he had a lot of energy in his body. We should be able to continue to break through. Is it because of the technique? Long Yuan practiced the Emperor-level technique, Blue Sky Dragon Emperor technique. However, this technique can only support one's cultivation to the level of rank 9 Monster Emperor, but cannot break through to the divine level. That should be the reason. But it's enough. His cultivation level is already high enough to allow him to roam around this world. It's time to count the harvest. Today's harvest is really huge. He should sort it out carefully. In terms of skills, there are Saint-level high-grade skills, Star body refining skills, Emperor-level high-grade skills, Heavenly battle skills. Moreover, these two techniques are human race techniques. In other words, it is the technique that the system prepared for the Chu family. There are also 5 mirror-breaking pills, 3 Saint-level physical essences, and 3 Saint-level martial soul essences. Saint-level high-grade defense formation, Sun and Moon Star formation. Saint weapon, mind refining tower, Emperor-level alchemy Tao inheritance. The clan's Emperor weapon, the Dragon Emperor Cauldron, inherited from the Emperor-level artifact refining master. These are all things that the Chu family can use. In addition, there is his life treasure, 10,000 Dragon Tower, the third, Zhui Heavenly Fire, on the Heavenly Fire list, and several divine abilities. However, among these rewards, the only things that really interested Long Yuan were the Saint Weapon, Heart Refining Tower, and the Clan Emperor Weapon, Dragon Emperor Cauldron. The Mind Refining Tower is a place to refine one's mind. The martial artist needs to have a firm heart of martial Tao. The Heart Refining Tower is used to temper the heart of martial Tao. As for the Emperor Weapon, Long Yuan was even more puzzled. Spirit Weapon, Dragon Emperor Cauldron, the clan's weapon, an Emperor weapon that combines the clan's luck and Chu family's bloodline. Rank, high-grade Imperial Weapon, increases with the level of the Guardian family. How to use, only when the whole clan is united can this tripod be activated. Long Yuan took the Dragon Emperor Cauldron out of the system space. As a result, I suddenly felt that this tripod was as heavy as a sacred mountain. It's obviously just an Imperial weapon. In the end, even he couldn't lift it. Strange, it's clearly a reward from the system, but I can't take it. Can only the Chu family members lift it? Long Yuan tapped his chin with his dragon claws. Chu Tianyang was called here. Beast God. Chu Tianyang was puzzled. I wonder what's going on. Can you try to move this tripod? Long Yuan said as he looked at the 3 sets of large tripods with 2 ears in front of him. Yes. Chu Tianyang held the tripod with both hands. There was a sudden force in the body. As a result, he suddenly picked up the cauldron and almost sat down on the ground. Forehead. Chu Tianyang was a little embarrassed. Because he heard Beast God say that, he thought the tripod was very heavy. The result is light and not too heavy. Look, my guess was right. Only the Chu family can control this tripod. It is indeed an Emperor weapon formed by combining the Chu family's luck and bloodline. Long Yuan sighed in his heart. Although he is closely related to the Chu family's fortune. But he doesn't have the Chu family bloodline. As expected, even he cannot violate the rules of things produced by the system. Then he said, then try to see if you can activate this spirit weapon. As a result, no matter how Chu Tianyang poured the energy in his body into the Dragon Emperor Cauldron, it did not react at all. This, Beast God, maybe I am too weak to activate this spirit weapon. Chu Tianyang shook his head helplessly. Do you know the grade of this spirit weapon? Long Yuan asked. The juniors can't see it. This is an Imperial weapon. Emperor weapon. Could it be a rank 9 Emperor weapon? Chu Tianyang exclaimed. Why are you so loud? But stay calm. Yes, it is indeed a rank 9 Imperial weapon. But it is not an ordinary Imperial weapon, but a clan-protecting weapon. Long Yuan's huge body was flying in the sky. It was not until then that Chu Tianyang discovered that Beast God's size has actually grown a lot bigger. This means that Beast God's strength has been greatly improved. This Imperial weapon is a clan-protecting Imperial weapon that I made for you by combining the Chu family's luck and bloodline. After practicing it, even I couldn't lift it, but you lifted it easily because you are in the Chu family's luck and bloodline. But do you know why you can't activate it? It's because you used the wrong method. This is the clan's Imperial weapon. It requires the Chu family to combine the family's luck to unleash its power. In other words, if you can unite the Chu family and mobilize all the family luck, you can fully unleash the full power of this Imperial weapon. Long Yuan said calmly. But how to mobilize the tribe's destiny? He didn't know this either, so he could only rely on Chu Tianyang to figure it out on his own. After all, something like clan destiny is illusory. Really? Chu Tianyang was stunned. Is there such an emperor weapon in the world? And Beast God is actually an artifact refining master. Really? He is truly worthy of being called Beast God. No wonder he can easily get elixirs and spirit weapons. But he looked at the big tripod in his hand. His eyes were full of determination. Although he could not see the family fortune. But even if it is for this imperial weapon, he must also figure out the destiny of the clan and how to activate this imperial weapon that protects the clan. Chapter 33 6-star Sect Kang Yan Sect. Seeing this scene, Long Yuan frowned slightly. He won't just study this clan's imperial weapon and neglect his own cultivation in the future, right? So Long Yuan still gave a reminder. Don't worry, Beast God. I understand the difference between primary and secondary. Hearing Chu Tianyang say this, Long Yuan felt much more relieved. Just then, he suddenly noticed that there seemed to be a fight between strong men outside Azure Sun City. The family must be in trouble, go out and take a look. Yes, over Azure Sun City, Chu Jingyu is fighting with a rank 5 martial king. One move at a time. The energy of heaven and earth surged, erupting with terrifying power. Although Chu Jingyu is only a rank 4 Wuzong perfection. But with the blessing of the golden body, his combat power is quite terrifying. He can even fight against an early rank 5 martial king. Master Chu, I advise you to hand over the opportunity your Chu family has obtained. Otherwise your Chu family will cease to exist. Vast energy erupted from Ni Waidu's body. The whole body is surrounded by flames. It emits scorching heat, causing the surrounding void to distort. Ha ha ha, you think you want to know about the opportunities of our Chu family? You are really overestimating yourself. Chu Jingyu laughed a few times. He used powerful martial arts to kill the opponent with unparalleled force. The Chu family today is no longer what it used to be. Ni Waidu's eyes shone brightly. He looked at Chu Jingyu with undisguised greed in his eyes. He certainly wasn't greedy for the other person's body. Instead, he was attracted by the Chu family's territory and the opportunity that allowed them to rise to such a level in just half a year. In just half a year, a warrior comparable to the king level will appear. One can imagine how great the opportunity they have obtained is. You know, even if he is in a certain force, it would take at least several years to train someone as strong as a king-level warrior. Ni Waidu guessed that the other party was very likely to have obtained the opportunity of the legendary Jushao Mountains. Haha, this king is not qualified. What about the 6-star sect Kang Yan sect behind this king? Ni Waidu sneered. Originally, he just accompanied his disciple Ma Chengfeng back to Qingyang town to check on the situation of the Ma family. But I didn't expect to get an unexpected gain. Master, you must avenge my Ma family. At the original site of the Ma family, a mad young man screamed. It was Ma Chengfeng, the disciple who once joined the Kang Yan sect. At this moment, his eyes were red. Messy hair. A few days ago, when he was out training, I heard about Azure Sun City. At that time, he felt something was wrong. After all, the Ma family and the Chu family don't get along, so they were worried and came back to take a look. It turned out that their Ma family had been wiped out by the Chu family long ago. Ma Chengfeng was furious when he learned about his family's situation. I wanted to kill him directly. As a result, after learning about the development of the Chu family in the past 6 months, I felt that I did not have that ability. So I decisively asked for my master. And it turned out that his choice was correct. If I go there alone, I won't even know how I died. Chu Jingyu's movements suddenly paused. But then he became even more ferocious. 6-star sect, so what? Does our Chu family fear you? Okay, that's what you said. Today I want your Chu family to disappear from this world. Ni Waidu shouted loudly. Haha, disappear, you're so bold. A voice suddenly sounded behind Ni Waidu. Who? Ni Waidu instantly broke away from Chu Jingyu. He looked at the old man who appeared behind him with a look of fear. This old man was able to appear behind him silently, his strength is absolutely terrifying. But he was still in shock. Whoosh! Chu Tianyang appeared in front of him in an instant. Without further ado, grabbed his head, he said coldly, remember, I am Chu Tianyang, the ancestor of the Chu family. Then there was a sudden burst of energy. In fear, Ni Waidu's head must have exploded. Hiss. This scene scared everyone who was watching the game. Chu Tianyang actually killed someone from the Kang Yan sect. Martial King is definitely an elder-level figure even in the Kang Yan sect. How could he be killed by the Chu family's ancestor? It's over, it's over. The Chu family is finished. This will definitely arouse the wrath of the Kang Yan sect. Hurry up and leave Azure Sun City. It will definitely become the center of war in the near future. Everyone was horrified. A 6-star force. What a huge monster it is. Once he gets angry, the sky will collapse and the earth will split, and rivers of blood will flow. When the fire breaks out in the city gate, everyone in the pond will be affected. Maybe a wave of energy could come and wipe them out. That may not be the case. Didn't you see that Chu Tianyang showed no fear at all? Furthermore, he dared to kill the opponent even though he knew that the opponent was a 6-star sect. This shows that he is not afraid of the Kang Yan sect at all. But no matter what, it's better to leave here first and avoid the limelight. It won't hurt to come back after this matter is settled. Many people are preparing to leave Azure Sun City. After all, most people here are very weak. Ancestor, with our current strength, wouldn't it be a bit too aggressive to rashly offend a 6-star sect? Chu Jingyu asked. It doesn't matter. The beast god will take action against the enemy we can't solve. Moreover, the Kang Yan sect is the closest major sect to us. If we can destroy them, the influence of our Chu family will definitely expand greatly. Moreover, the foundation of a 6-star sect should not be low, which will definitely greatly increase the strength of our Chu family. Remember, with Beast God here, no difficulty is a problem. Then Chu Tianyang looked at Ma Chengfeng who had roared before. He said lightly, cut the grass and eradicate the roots. In the Dragon Emperor Palace, Long Yuan is studying the Saint-level formation, Sun and Moon Star formation, rewarded by the system. This formation absorbs the power of the Sun, Moon and stars in the sky. Possessing strong defensive power, it cannot be broken by anyone other than an Emperor-level warrior. Then he placed the array plate in the thundercloud. An invisible formation instantly enveloped the entire Azure Sun City. That's right. In this case, unless an Emperor-level expert intervenes, there's no way to break into Azure Sun City from the outside. Long Yuan nodded with satisfaction. Now the whole city is safer. On the other side, on top of a majestic mountain range, the essence of heaven and earth is dense and turns into gossamer floating in the air. There are pavilions and towers lined up one after another. The magnificent buildings are located on the mountains, with extraordinary momentum. Birds and beasts are screaming. The sound of clear spring. At first glance, it is a paradise on earth. It was the 6-star sect, the Kang Yan sect. At this moment, inside the main hall of Kang Yan sect, the atmosphere is chilly. The air was filled with murderous intent. It has been confirmed that Elder Ni died in Azure Sun City. Killed by Chu Tianyang, the ancestor of the 5-star family Chu family. Has our Kang Yan sect been too low-key in recent years? Even the 5-star family dared to kill our elders. Haha, if we can't teach the world a bloody lesson this time, I'm afraid everyone will look down on our Kang Yan sect in the future. So let's just bloodbath the entire Azure Sun City this time. Only blood can make those people sober. Kang Yan sect leader Zhang Feng's eyes flashed with coldness as he said coldly. If the high-level forces killed their elders, they might be able to swallow this. But a mere 5-star family. How dare you to provoke them? Do you really think they are sick cats? Chapter 34, The Arrival of 3 Martial Kings. Also in the 6-star sect Lei Xiao sect. The sect leaders and elders all gathered in one place. After all, in the Qianyu Kangzhou area, the 6-star force is already the top existence. Especially since the Kang Yan sect was adjacent to their Lei Xiao sect. Therefore, the news of the death of the elder of Kang Yan sect also reached their ears. Someone is openly challenging the authority of the 6-star force. Azure Sun City Chu family, Azure Sun City Chu family again. Lei Xiao sect's leader Xiao Zhenshan rubbed his brows. This was not the first time he had heard of this place. I originally thought it was just a small family that was beginning to rise, but I didn't expect it to cause such a big mess. Elder Meng, I remember that your disciple Chu Shiren is from the Azure Sun City Chu family, right? Xiao Zhenshan asked. The corner of Meng Wu's mouth twitched slightly. He stood up and said, reporting to the sect master, he is indeed from that family. It was he who brought Chu Shiren from the Chu family to the Lei Xiao sect. But the strongest man in the Chu family at that time was only a rank 2 martial warrior. How did they develop in such a short period of time to the point where they dared to provoke the 6-star Kangyan sect? How is his strength now? I am currently in seclusion and striving to reach the martial king realm. Ha ha ha, you are worthy of being called the Purple Thunder Body. It is indeed highly compatible with our sect's skills. Xiao Zhenshan pondered for a moment and said, since he is in seclusion to attack the martial king, let's not disturb him for now, so as not to distract him. Meng Martial Dao, Master, should we intervene in this matter? Interfere? How? They killed Martial King Ni Waidu openly. Kang Yanzong will not let this go. All we can do is leave a trace of bloodline for their Chu family. Xiao Zhenshan said in a deep voice. The Lei Xiao sect and the Kang Yan sect have always had some conflicts. If they make another move, it is very likely that 2 major wars will occur. That's when the blood really flowed like a river. After several days, most of the people living in Azure Sun City have left. They were all afraid of being dragged into this war. Even the way he died is unknown. Boom. Several figures outside Azure Sun City were about to descend with a terrifying aura. Each one of them is full of murderous intent. They were the 3 martial king elders of the Kang Yan sect. Is this Azure Sun City where the Chu family is located? Destroy it. The 3 of them said nothing. Each of them unleashed their most terrifying martial arts, covering Azure Sun City. What? They're going to destroy the entire city. This scene directly frightened all the residents in the city. They thought the other party might just be looking for trouble with the Chu family. I didn't expect it to be so brutal. It actually wants to destroy the entire Azure Sun City. However, in the horrified eyes of everyone, when the terrorist attacks just reached Azure Sun City, they were all blocked by a silver light curtain. What is this? Everyone looked at the sudden silver light curtain in surprise. In the huge silver light curtain, the sun, moon and stars reappear one by one. Let out this dazzling light. Is this the saint level formation, sun and moon star formation, that beast god mentioned? Chu Tianyang looked at the large formation emerging in the sky. It really lives up to the name of saint level. The attacks of the 3 martial kings didn't even cause a ripple. This defense is really terrifying. Beast god is worthy of being called beast god. He can even create a saint level formation. Chu Jingyu was amazed again. Humph, have you forgotten our clan's imperial weapon? Oh, that's right, it's a pity that we still haven't figured out the whole thing. Azure Sun City. The 3 martial kings also frowned. To their surprise, there was a large formation here that they could not break through. In that case, we will stay here. I want to see if they can stay in there forever without coming out. An elder snorted coldly. If you offend their Kang Yan sect, how could they be let off so easily? Who said we're going to stay inside and not come out? Just as the 3 elders were about to sit cross-legged, Chu Tianyang actually came out on his own initiative. Standing beside him, there was also a middle-aged man holding a pitch-black sword. It was Chu Zhenshan, the 7th elder of the Chu family. Although his cultivation has not yet surpassed the martial king, but with the holy sword in his hand and the inheritance he has comprehended from the holy sword, he can compete with the powerful martial king. In that case, first use your blood to sacrifice to Elder Ni. The 3 elders of Kang Yan sect burst out with terrifying strength and attacked. That depends on your ability. Chu Tianyang and the other man did not hold back. Burst out powerful force and kill the opponent. Chu Zhenshan waved the long sword in his hand. Black sword lights burst out and fought fiercely with one of the figures. Chu Tianyang fought 1 against 2. After all, his cultivation was very high and he was about to reach the level of breaking through to martial sovereign. The sword flashes across the sky. It seems to be able to tear the heaven and earth apart. Fist lights and palm prints burst out, shaking the earth. Wherever energy passes, even the mountains outside Azure Sun City were destroyed. Chu Zhenshan, holding the holy sword Mo Yi, fought a fierce battle with a mid-stage martial king elder. Chu Tianyang fought 1 against 2. Not only did he not fall into a disadvantage, he even suppressed 2 martial kings at one point. Azure Sun City. Everyone was stunned when they saw this scene. Has the Chu family's strength reached this level? Even 3 Wu King level masters can't take them down. They knew that the Chu family was very powerful. But I didn't expect it to be this strong. With the addition of the clan leader Chu Jingyu who fights across borders, wouldn't the Chu family be equivalent to having 3 martial king level warriors? Someone was shocked. Such strength terrifies everyone. And what about the hidden ones? So looking at it this way, the strength of the Chu family is definitely beyond their imagination. Hey, if Chu Yan was at home, he would definitely crush them. Chu Jingyu sighed. After all, Chu Yan, who possessed the sacred body, had a rapid breakthrough in cultivation. And the combat power is also extremely high. It's a pity that he went out for training 2 months ago. But Chu Jingyu knew. Chu Yan went to look for his mother's whereabouts. Phew. The black sword flashed across. Chu Jianshan left a bloody wound on his opponent. 6-star sect elder. That's it. He looked grim. Look at each other with disdain. You, if it weren't for this spirit weapon in your hand, do you think you can be my opponent? The man snorted coldly. In that case, let me show you my true strength. He also took out his rank 6 middle grade spirit weapon from the space ring, the Deadwood sword. Kill. He shouted loudly. He slashes at the opponent with the rank 6 spirit weapon. Then let's give it a try. Chu Jianshan used his martial arts to arrive in front of the opponent in an instant. The energy in his body surged, and the long sword in his hand slashed across with a sharp sword light. When there was a loud explosion, the holy sword and the spirit weapon collided with each other. Under the horrified gaze of the elders of the Kang Yan sect, the withered wood knife in his hand broke instantly. The opponent's black sword instantly slashed across his chest. With a puff, a cut deep enough to reveal one's internal organs appeared on the chest. As expected of you, you are the martial king. Since I couldn't kill you, then you'll have to take my attack again. A jade-like long sword reappeared from behind him. It turned into a stream of light and sank into the dark ink. The holy sword suddenly burst out with brilliant black light, and the sword energy it emitted became even more terrifying. Martial soul. You actually have a martial soul. Chapter 35. Martial King falls, active attack. The elder was shocked. He was shocked. Azure Sun City was originally Qingyang Town. How could there be someone with awakened martial spirit in such a remote place? Shouldn't such a genius have been recruited by those sects long ago? But also in the moment of his surprise, a deep black sword light flashed past. It scratched his neck, then a head rolled to the ground. On the other side, the other 2 martial king elders were beaten back by Chu Tianyang. After all, Chu Tianyang is already very close to martial sovereign. Plus there is a physical bonus. Within the realm of martial king, he is almost invincible. Now, seeing his fellow travelers being killed, the 2 of them were even more frightened. The strength of the Chu family was even more terrifying than they had imagined. I originally thought it was just a newly rising force. I didn't expect it to be so powerful. I'm afraid it cannot be destroyed unless it is at the level of martial sovereign. The 2 looked at each other. The figure retreated immediately. The only option now is to return to the sect and ask martial sovereign to come out. But at this moment, 2 figures came from behind them. And these 2 also exude the aura of a martial king. 2 more martial kings. The 2 elders were shocked. The people who came were Li Zezhou and Zhou Tiansheng from Yanyang City. They have already submitted to the Chu family, became a vassal of the Chu family. And their appearance at this moment was also within Chu Tianyang's plan. Where are the 2 elders going? Zhou Tiansheng said with a smile. Get out of here. I advise you not to meddle in other people's business. Hee, sorry, we are an affiliated force of the Chu family, but we must obey your orders. Li Zezhou said in a deep voice. What? You are the martial king. How could you possibly submit to the Chu family, who is also the martial king? An elder looked at the 2 men in disbelief. In a moment, the 2 of them looked changed. Is there anyone in the Chu family who is more terrifying than the martial king? Thinking of this, suddenly, a chill came out from the soles of their feet and rushed straight to the top of their heads, scaring them and making them break out in cold sweats. At this time, Chu Tianyang and Chu Jianshan flew over from behind. Without saying anything, just start. Li Zezhou and Zhou Tiansheng also joined the battle. The 2 elders also began to fight desperately. He used his best trick. The power of heaven and earth has been mobilized, and every blow carries the power to crush everything in its path. But 2 fists cannot defeat 4 hands. But in just a moment, the 2 martial king elders of Kang Yan's sect were killed on the spot. The red blood spilled on the land outside Azure Sun City, dyeing the ground red. 3 more martial kings have fallen. This scene scared the people in Azure Sun City. The Chu family is so powerful that even the Li and Zhou families in Yanyang City have become their vassal forces. But at this moment, a 9-story black pagoda as big as a mountain descended from the sky. The pagoda is strange. On each of the 7 eaves, there is a lifelike dragon head. At the top of the pagoda, a round bead emitting pure white light is inlaid there. The pagoda exudes a terrifying aura. Straight ahead of Chu Tianyang and his companions, Li Zezhou and the other man felt their scalps go numb. Because under this pagoda they actually felt like they would be annihilated at any time. Could it be that the martial sovereign of the Kang Yan sect has taken action? Not just the 2 of them. This was the thought that everyone in Azure Sun City had. After all, the aura emanating from this black tower is too terrifying. But in the eyes of everyone in shock, the pagoda shrank. Eventually it became 1 foot in size. Fell into Chu Tianyang's hands. Beast God. Chu Tianyang immediately bowed towards the black cloud in the center of Azure Sun City Lake. This is my life blood spirit weapon. Take it and go to the Kang Yan sect. From now on, the Kang Yan sect will belong to the Chu family. Thunder raged in the dark thunderclouds. A huge voice was heard from the middle. Yes, I will obey the orders of Beast God. Chu Tianyang's heart trembled. Beast God intends to destroy the Kang Yan sect. But now it's time for their Chu family to show their fangs. As the family's strength grew, they also have a better understanding of the world. This world is called the human world, divided into 33 heavens. The area where they were located was just a small Kangzhou in Qianyu, one of the 33 heavens. The strongest forces in Kangzhou are the 5 6-star sects. The Kang Yan sect is one of them. Now it's time for the Chu family to have a share. Is that the voice of the monster sovereign? He actually wants to destroy the Kang Yan sect. You know, the Kang Yan sect is also a family with a martial sovereign in charge. Is it true that he can destroy a 6-star sect with just his innate spirit weapon? Li Zezhou and the other man looked at each other. Wouldn't this be a bit too risky? In case of failure, the consequences are unimaginable. However, Chu Tianyang had great trust in Beast God. Since Beast God asked me to take his life spirit weapon to Kang Yan sect, then we can definitely take down that 6-star sect. You two, do you want to go together? Chu Tianyang looked at Li Zezhou and the other man and asked. This. Haha, no problem. In that case, you should stay in Azure Sun City. It's the safest place. Chu Tianyang saw that the 2 were hesitating, not forcing it. He took several elders of the Chu family and embarked on a journey to the Kang Yan sect. This news spread to the surrounding cities at lightning speed. If the Chu family really succeeds, then the Chu family will become one of the 5 overlords of Kangzhou. Success. How could it be possible to succeed? The Kang Yan sect has a history of several thousand years. How can its foundation be compared to that of the Chu family, which has been developing for less than a year? Subscribe to Chinese novel Audio Wave. That's not necessarily true. I heard that the Chu family's guardian god is very powerful and may have reached the level of monster sovereign. It's still unknown who will win. Haha, so what even if that's the case? Their guardian beast didn't go to the Kang Yan sect. I heard that it only went to its own spirit weapon. Do you really think that you can suppress the entire Kang Yan sect by relying on your own spirit weapon? If that's the case, you are underestimating the Kang Yan sect, which has been established for thousands of years. The news spread. Most people think that this time the Chu family may have been too aggressive and will be defeated by the Kang Yan sect. There were also some more powerful cultivators who followed the Chu family out of curiosity. Want to see how this battle will develop? A few days later, Chu Tianyang and others arrived at Kang Yan sect. As expected of a sect with thousands of years of history, this aura alone is much stronger than our Chu family. Looking at the continuous buildings, Chu Jianshan sighed. It is indeed very impressive, but it will soon belong to our Chu family. Chu Tianyang stroked his beard and nodded with satisfaction. He was considering whether to move the Chu family here. Who are you? Outsiders are not allowed to enter the Kang Yan sect, or they will be killed without mercy. The disciple in charge of guarding the sect's entrance shouted. The momentum is extremely strong. As expected of a 6-star sect. Even the gatekeeper is so domineering. If you don't know, you would think he is the martial king. Chu Hongtu chuckled. I am the Chu family of Azure Sun City, and I have come to visit the Kang Yan sect with a small reward. Chu Tianyang smiled. He took out 3 square boxes from the space ring and handed them over. Azure Sun City Chu family. Haha, you are the Azure Sun City Chu family that dares to go against our Kang Yan sect. You are so brave that you dare to come to our Kang Yan sect's territory. Are you looking for death? The disciple who was only at rank 3 glared and shouted coldly. Chapter 36 Martial Sovereign Ancestor. It's our fault, so we came to Kang Yan sect to apologize. This is our sincerity. Please give it to your sect leader. He will definitely be moved by our sincerity and come out to see us. Chu Tianyang handed over the 3 boxes. HMPH, you have some good sense. Just wait here obediently. As for whether the sect master and the others will meet you, it depends on your sincerity. The gatekeeper took the box away. He winked at the disciples around him, signaling them to keep an eye on these people and not let them run away. He himself flew towards the sect. The Kang Yan sect is very large. Naturally, there is also a defensive formation guarding it. Like a layer of translucent golden light curtain. How dare the Chu family provoke our Kang Yan sect? Who gave you the courage? Why don't you kneel down and wait for the punishment from the elders of the sect? I heard that your Chu family got an opportunity. I wonder what it is. Can we take a look? If you can satisfy us, maybe you can even say a few good words to the sect master later. The other gatekeepers gathered around. He looked at Chu Tianyang and others jokingly. Although they are not strong. But he has a great backer. So he is not afraid of Chu Tianyang at all. Hee. Who gave us the courage? Of course it was the beast god. A sneer appeared on Chu Tianyang's lips. Suddenly, the attack broke out. He directly twisted off the head of a disciple in front of him. How dare you? The other disciples' faces suddenly changed when they saw this. Retreat quickly. But it was too late. Several elders of the Chu family around took decisive action. Blood splattered. Corpses fell to the ground one after another. Be careful in your next life and be respectful of the strong. Chu Tianyang said in a cold voice. Originally, he disdained to kill these disciples and minions. But these people's mouths are really annoying. A mere rank 3 martial master. I also want to get their attention. Ancestor, why don't you just use Beast God's innate spirit weapon to break through the defense formation here and charge indirectly? Chu Jianshan asked doubtfully. Wouldn't that be convenient? Beast God's innate spirit weapon can naturally break through the formation here. But judging from the strength of this formation, it is a rank 6 high-grade defensive formation. If we forcibly break through this formation, wouldn't it be equivalent to telling the other party that we have the means to kill the rank 6 martial sovereign? In this case, what if the other party sneaks away quietly? I don't want to leave any worries behind. So the best way is to catch them all in one fell swoop. Hee, when Kang Yan sect master Zhang Feng sees those 3 heads, he will definitely gather all the elders and come aggressively. If they were more cautious, they might even call on their martial sovereign ancestor. Then we can really catch them all in one swoop. Chu Tianyang stroked his beard and said thoughtfully. Since we have to do it, then do it thoroughly. Ah, damn Chu family, how dare you kill my 3 elders again? My Kang Yan sect will never forgive you for this feud. Within the Chuan sect, an aura filled with murderous intent burst out from the sect leader Zhang Feng. His black hair danced. The raging flames burned like a ferocious beast. At his feet, the guard disciple who came in with the 3 boxes had lost all color in his face. How come he didn't think of that? This so-called generous gift turned out to be the heads of the 3 elders. Gather all the elders immediately. Not only will I kill that old fellow Chu Tianyang, I will also flatten the entire Azure Sun City and cut off the bloodline of their Chu family. Zhang Feng roared. The flames gushing out of his pupils seemed to burn the world to ashes. Master, the Chu family must have made every possible preparation to come here. I suggest that it would be safer to ask the ancestor to come out of seclusion. the great elder Ku Chong suggested while he was furious. Okay, this time, I want the Chu family to die without a burial place. Zhang Feng opened his mouth. The flames are clearly burning on my body. But it exudes a bone-chilling temperature. But a moment. An even more terrifying aura erupted from the depths of the Kang Yan sect. Like the mighty power of heaven that awes people. Even that aura passed through the defensive formation and spread outside the Kang Yan sect. This is the martial sovereign, and a perfect martial sovereign. Oh my god. The ancestor of Kang Yan's sect has achieved martial sovereign perfection. This means he is only one step away from rank 7 martial venerable. It's over, it's over. The Chu family is finished. Even if their patron saint is also a monster sovereign, it's impossible for him to be a perfect martial sovereign. Even if he is a perfect martial sovereign, he wants to suppress the ancestor of the Kang Yan sect with just his innate spirit weapon. This is simply wishful thinking. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Go and greet the Kang Yan sect's ancestor. Martial sovereign's perfect cultivation makes him absolutely invincible in the entire Kangzhou, even among the other 4 6-star sects. It can be said without hesitation that the ancestor of the Kang Yan sect is truly the strongest man in Kangzhou. How could such a strong man not be worshipped by everyone? All of a sudden, the martial artists who were hiding in the dark and observing this scene appeared one after another. Kneeling at the entrance of Kang Yan sect, he shouted, "Congratulations to the Kang Yan sect's ancestor for becoming the strongest person in Kangzhou." Each of them looked extremely respectful. It was like facing one's own ancestor. Of course, the biggest reason for doing this is to leave a good impression on the other party. If you can give me some pointers, or if you are fortunate enough to join the Kang Yan sect, it is a blessing. Oh no, that old fellow Shui Guang actually broke through to the martial sovereign perfection. This is terrible. Given the character of that old guy, he might attack the other 4 of us. The spies sent by the other 4 major sects who were hiding in the dark all felt something was wrong. This world has always respected the strong. The strong need no reason to swallow up the weak. If you must. So who made you so weak? No, this matter must be reported to the sect immediately. As for the Chu family, in their eyes, he is already dead. Ancestor, us. Feel this powerful breath. Everyone in the Chu family also frowned. Too strong. It is much stronger than martial sovereign. Make them feel scared. Can such a strong man really be a match for the opponent relying solely on Beast God's innate spirit weapon? I believe in Beast God. Chu Tianyang said in a deep voice. The determination in his eyes never changed from beginning to end. Within the Chuan sect, Zhang Feng and a group of elders knelt on the ground. He shouted excitedly, "Welcome the ancestor to come out of retreat. Congratulations to the ancestor for breaking through the realm of martial sovereign perfection." The shouts were overwhelming like a tide. It sounded in the Kang Yan sect. Kang Yan sect's ancestor Shui Guang's face was flushed. Standing high in the sky, he looked at everyone and nodded with a smile. He has long flowing hair. There was a fire in his eyes. A red robe as bright as a burning flame. Ha ha ha. This emperor has achieved a breakthrough to martial sovereign perfection. Everyone in the Kang Yan sect should congratulate me. Shui Guang opened his arms and said with a smile. What the ancestor said is absolutely right. Please ask the ancestor to kill the Azure Sun City Chu family and use their blood to celebrate the ancestor's breakthrough in cultivation. Zhang Feng knelt on one knee and said sadly. What happened? Shui Guang asked with a frown. After a while, his expression turned cold. He smiled sinisterly and said, "Great. Not only did you kill our 4 martial king elders, but now you're even coming to our door. My Kang Yan sect has been established for thousands of years, and has never suffered such an insult. We must kill them today. To establish our Kang Yan sect as the #1 sect in Kangzhou." Chapter 37. He died before he could finish pretending. Shui Guang was filled with murderous intent. With just one glance, he saw the Chu family members outside the Kang Yan sect and the kneeling martial artists. Today, I will use your blood to announce to the world that my Kang Yan sect is not to be messed with. Shui Guang took a step in the air. It only took a few steps to get from the depths of Kang Yan sect to the front of Chu Tianyang and others. Behind him, the sect leader and elders such as Zhang Feng also gathered at the same time. Today will be the starting point for their Kang Yan sect to dominate Kangzhou. Welcome the Kang Yan sect's patriarch to complete his martial sovereign. We are waiting to congratulate, and Kangjo should congratulate. A thunderous voice shouted out from the mouths of all the martial artists kneeling on the ground. The momentum is so strong that it reaches the sky. Ha ha ha, very good, everyone, please stand up. I have indeed celebrated my breakthrough to martial sovereign perfection, but perhaps my Kang Yan sect is too low-key, so we are bullied by any cats and dogs. Today, I will let you see the power of the martial sovereign, so this celebration will have to be postponed. Shui Guang stood with his hands behind his back. There was a cold smile on his face. Why should you be angry about the Chu family? How can a small family that has only risen for about half a year and got some opportunities from nowhere deserve your help? I, Chu Piran, am willing to take action on your behalf and let the Chu family know what it means to be a martial sovereign and not to be insulted. A white complexion. The young man, who looked to be in his 20s, knelt on one knee and clasped his fists. This is a great opportunity to show off in front of martial sovereign. Maybe he will be accepted into the Kang Yan sect and become an elder. If that's the case, I've found a great backer. Many people around were showing resentment. Oh shit, a step slow. Ha ha ha, Chu Piran, right. Very good, this emperor will remember you. From now on, you are the elder of my Kang Yan sect. Shui Guang nodded with a smile. Thank you, ancestor. Chu Piran excitedly banged his head on the ground. Although he also has the martial king cultivation. But an independent cultivator like him is rarely accepted by big forces. We are all afraid that they have ulterior motives. Now I have roots. But just as he was about to take action against the Chu family, Shui Guang stopped him. I am very pleased that you can serve me, but today, I will do it myself. He wants to show his power. Especially the other 4 sects hiding in the dark. It's better to let them come and vote. He was too lazy to talk nonsense with Chu Tianyang and others. Just a martial king. I am not qualified to talk to him yet. Then, in front of everyone's shocked eyes, Shui Guang sent a light palm strike down. The terrifying spiritual energy exploded with the power of heaven and earth, and gathered into an incomparably huge golden palm above the Chu family, which slapped down with unparalleled power. The power of the martial sovereign frightened everyone. Everyone around looked at the Chu family with ridicule. So that you don't know how to restrain yourself. You're dead now, right? Chu family, I really want to thank you. If you guys hadn't caused trouble, I would almost never have been able to join the 6-star force. Chu Piran was so happy. Almost laughed out loud. Chu Tianyang's forehead was covered with cold sweat. The gap between me and the other party is too big, I can't defeat him. In that case, a black pagoda appeared in his hand. God's Tower, I'm counting on you now. Chu Tianyang said. Buzz. The black tower hummed and vibrated slightly. It then transformed into a beam of black light and shot straight up into the sky, instantly smashing the golden palm in the sky in front of everyone's horrified eyes. Without waiting for Shui Guang to react, the small tower, which was only about 1 foot in size, suddenly expanded, becoming as big as a mountain. Ang ang ang. Dragon roars sounded from the black tower. Black dragon shadows circled around the black tower. Then, a huge black dragon head stretched out from the bottom of the tower at lightning speed, and swallowed all the high-ranking members of the Kang Yan sect, including Shui Guang and Zhang Feng, into its mouth. In a trance, people heard Shui Guang's roar. But nothing works. The huge dragon head whooshed back into the black tower. As the tower shook, people seemed to hear the sound of something exploding. Then there was no more movement. The black tower shrank again, becoming 1 foot in size, and fell back into the hands of the almost dazed Chu Tianyang. The scene fell into complete silence. No one in the Chu family expected that this black pagoda would be so terrifying. And those who were still kneeling on the ground also did not expect that the ancestors and elders of the Kang Yan sect were gone just like that. I suddenly felt pain in my kneeling legs. Sure enough, Beast God must have been very confident in letting us come. Chu Tianyang's heart was beating violently, as if it was about to burst out of his body. Martial Sovereign. He was completely powerless against Beast God's spirit weapon. How powerful is Beast God? Chu Jianshan and the others couldn't help swallowing their saliva as they looked at the black tower in the hands of the ancestor. Beast God's innate spirit weapon is so terrifying. What on earth is going on? Everyone around looked at the black tower in Chu Tianyang's hand. Could that be the Chu family's guardian beast's innate spirit weapon? Where is the ancestor of Kang Yan sect? What about the elders? What happened? Oh no. This is bad. The soul tablets of our ancestor and the sect master are broken. A frightened voice came from the Kang Yan sect. These are not just one or two, but all of it. That is to say, all the ancestors and the clan leader have died. The thunderous sound awakened the martial artists who were still kneeling on the ground. Everyone was horrified. Impossible, absolutely impossible. The Chu family's guardian god is also at the martial sovereign level. How could he possibly kill a martial sovereign master with just his innate spirit weapon? Chu Piran growled. Like crazy. Nima, I just found a backer, is he gone just like that? Yeah, I almost forgot about you. It seems like you have just joined the Kang Yan sect, and have become an elder of the Kang Yan sect. Oh, by the way, are you still going to fight for our Chu family on behalf of that old martial sovereign? Chu Tianyang suddenly appeared in front of Chu Piran, looking at him with a sneer on his face. No, I'm not. Chu Piran looked pale and shook his head, stumbling backwards. How so? Shouldn't martial sovereign be invincible in Kangzhou? How could he die like this? Chu Tianyang narrowed his eyes. With a fierce move, he attacked Chu Piran. Soon a voice rang out in the chaotic Kang Yan sect. The ancestors and the leader of the Kang Yan sect have both passed away. From today on, this place will be taken over by my Chu family. Everyone, get here within 15 minutes, or I will kill you all. Then the black tower rushed up into the sky. A terrifying suction force erupted from the bottom of the tower. All the martial artists who had reached rank 4 in the Kang Yan sect were sucked into the tower. The only thing waiting for them is death. After all, a rank 4 Wuzong can be considered a strong man in Kangzhou. So no one can be left behind. Those martial artists who originally wanted to take advantage of the chaos to make some money in the Kang Yan sect suddenly felt their scalps tingling. Quickly put away the inappropriate thoughts. Stay away from here. Brutal. So cruel. Especially those who knelt at the gate of Kang Yan sect before. I dare not stay for a moment. Afraid that the Chu family would cause trouble for them. Seeing this scene, the disciples of Kang Yan sect no longer dared to stay in the sect. Run for your life like crazy. As a 6-star sect, there are hundreds of thousands of disciples in the Kang Yan sect. But at this moment, all of them disappeared without a trace within a quarter of an hour. Chapter 38. Your beast god is very mysterious. From now on, this place belongs to our Chu family. Chu Tianyang looked at the huge Kang Yan sect in front of him excitedly. The goals that beast god talked about are really being achieved step by step. First, organize all the resources here, especially the skills, martial arts, elixirs, and essence stones. Chu Tianyang ordered. Ancestor, should our family move here? Chu Hongtu asked excitedly. After all, the area here is much larger than Azure Sun City. As the Chu family continued to grow, the population will also increase. Qingyang town may not be able to accommodate them. We need to go back and discuss this with Beast God. Let's see what Beast God decides then. Moreover, the concentration of heaven and earth essence here is not much stronger than that of Azure Sun City. There is at most one rank 6 heaven and earth essence vein below. Then the Chu family officially took over this place. The foundation of a 6-star sect is enough for them to digest for a long time. At the same time, what happened here swept across the whole of Kangzhou at lightning speed. A 6-star sect. The overlord level power just disappeared like that. It has become a thing of the past. Almost all the monks were talking about this. Especially the Chu family that suddenly rose to prominence. The martial sovereign, a perfect and powerful warrior, didn't even have the strength to resist in their hands. It's not Chu Tianyang, the ancestor of the Chu family. It's the Chu family's guardian beast. It is said that it was his innate spirit weapon that directly killed martial sovereign Shui Guang. Hiss, what kind of existence is the Chu family's guardian beast? How could its spirit weapon have such great power? Rumor has it that he has most likely reached the rank 7 demon lord, and his strength has reached the pinnacle. He is truly the strongest person in Kangzhou. Demon Venerable. No way. How can such a strong person appear in our Kangzhou? Moreover, the Chu family was just a small family that was almost wiped out half a year ago. How could other powerful people at the demon venerable level protect such a small family? I don't know about that, but some people speculate that it is very likely related to the legend in Jushao mountain range. Could it be that the Chu family has obtained the inheritance of the former Yunshao sect? Who knows exactly? Quote. Everybody is discussing this. Many people have developed a strong curiosity about the mysterious guardian beast of the Chu family. I even want to see its true appearance. I didn't expect it to actually be successful. In Yanyang City, Li Zezhou and Zhou Tiansheng were stunned for a long time after hearing the news. At first, they really didn't think highly of the Chu family. After all, those 6-star sects have a deep foundation and are led by martial sovereign masters. But I didn't expect that it would succeed in the end. This was completely beyond their expectations. Oh, if I had known this, I should have gone with them. Maybe I'll get some opportunities that way. Zhou Tiansheng sighed. A little annoyed. They have been in the martial king realm for a long time. If there is no chance, I'm afraid I'll never be able to become a martial sovereign in this lifetime. Could it be that the Chu family's guardian beast has really reached the rank 7 demon lord? Why else would it be so terrifying? It's useless to think about those things now. If there is a chance in the future, we must keep up with the pace of the Chu family. Otherwise, the only achievement we can have in this life is to become martial king. Within the Leixiao sect, sect master Xiao Zhenshan and a group of elders were so shocked that they couldn't recover for a long time. Shui Guang's breakthrough to martial sovereign was complete. Is it strong? Ridiculously strong. But he died in the hands of the Chu family. Not even a trace of waves was created. Elder Meng, is Chu Shuren still in seclusion? Xiao Zhenshan asked. Meng Wu reacted and replied, he has already broken through the martial king and is now in seclusion to stabilize his state. Wait for him to come out of quarantine and notify me immediately. We are going to visit the Chu family. Yes, Meng Wu nodded. I feel a little weak all over. The Chu family is developing so fast, how come they have surpassed them? And what exactly is their beast god? Why can one of his spirit weapons kill martial sovereign? Isn't this too horrible? Not only them, the other 4 6-star sects are preparing generous gifts to visit the Chu family. There are also many 5-star, 4-star and other low-level forces preparing to go to Azure Sun City. Even if I can't leave a good impression on the Chu family. But you must never leave a bad impression. In particular, the affiliated forces of the Kang Yan sect were worried that the Chu family would cause trouble for them. So it's fast. He brought his most precious treasure to visit the Chu family to express his feelings. Kangzhou border. Chu Yan, who was eating at an inn, also heard others talking about this. I was immediately surprised. Their Chu family actually wiped out a 6-star sect. Beast God is indeed extremely powerful. Even the martial sovereign is vulnerable in his hands. Chu Yan sighed. In just half a year, their family had actually grown from a small family that was almost wiped out to a behemoth that could defeat a 6-star sect. After being out there for a while, he already understood how difficult it was to establish and grow a force. But this does not seem to be reflected in their Chu family. No, it should be said that since Beast God came, your divine beast is very mysterious. It is very likely the reincarnation of a powerful person. Yao Lao's voice rang in Chu Yan's mind. Especially the second battle between Chu Yan and Chu Zan. It really scared him at that time. He didn't understand why the ordinary Chu Zan suddenly awakened his special physique. Or the powerful diamond body from spirit level high grade. And this is not over yet. The other party also practiced a body refining technique. In the same realm, the combat power is extremely powerful. Even Chu Yan almost suffered a loss because of his carelessness and underestimation of the enemy. But what puzzled him was, Chu Zan is obviously a mortal physique. How did the special physique suddenly awaken? And all these accusations were directed at the beast god of the Chu family. If that's the case, it's better to start practicing on your own without any burden. Why do you want to become the guardian beast of our Chu family? This shouldn't do any good for beast god, right? Chu Yan was puzzled. I don't know about this either. Maybe when you become stronger, you will know it naturally. But from what we can see so far, your divine beast has no ill will towards your Chu family, so you can practice without any worries. Perhaps when you are strong enough, you will know everything naturally. Chu Yan nodded seriously. I will. Now he has broken through to Martial King. We are moving towards the highest point step by step. By the way, Yao Lao, is the underground fire you mentioned before really nearby? Yes, I came here 10,000 years ago, but the underground fire had not yet fully formed at that time. Now the time should be about right. If I'm not mistaken, this should be the 7th on the Earth Fire list, Azure Lotus Earth Heart Fire. If you can recruit him for your own use, it will not only be of great help to your pill refining, but will also greatly enhance your strength. Okay, in that case, I, Chu Yan, will definitely take this Azure Lotus Earth Heart Fire. Azure Sun City is more lively than before. Those who left here before returned again. Not only that, more people came here because of the Chu family's reputation. But after feeling the rich essence of heaven and earth here and learning that this city actually has a defensive formation that even the Martial King cannot break, a sense of security arises spontaneously. Chapter 39. Something happened to your family. Many people settled here permanently. As a result, the population here increased and the whole city became more prosperous. Even the two major families, Li and Zhou, from Azure Sun City, moved here. The Wanyu Chamber of Commerce, which is spread throughout the human world, has also built a branch here. Inside the Dragon Emperor Palace in the thunderclouds above Azure Sun City, Chu Jingyu was standing in front of Long Yuan and reporting what happened in the Kangyan sect. Divine Beast, the ancestor asked me to ask you, should our Chu family move directly to the Kangyan sect? No need. Long Yuan came out of the refining heart tower and said, that place is useless. Let's plunder the resources inside and see if we can sell it. He didn't even look down on that kind of place. As the saying goes, a mountain is not high, but it is magical if there are immortals. As long as you are strong enough. It's the same no matter where the family is. What happened to Azure Sun City? Beautiful scenery. And as long as the Chu family becomes the world's #1 family, by then, this city will naturally become the world's #1 city. But as the family population grows, I'm afraid our Chu family's small territory won't be enough for living. Chu Jingyu said worriedly. He heard that some large families had populations of hundreds of thousands or even millions. Where do so many people live? Although the Chu family is the master of this city. But if you want this city to be more prosperous, we must accommodate more people. We can't expand the city indefinitely. By then, even the protective formation may not be able to cover such a large area. It's okay. After a while, I will open up a space world for you. By then, let alone tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people, even if there are hundreds of millions of people, it will be enough for you to live in. So don't worry so much, you just need to vigorously develop the family and practice hard. I will solve those problems for you. Open up a space world. Chu Jingyu was shocked. How could Beast God achieve such a level? What kind of cultivation and strength does that require? Long Yuan had already had this plan when he broke through Monster Emperor. And now he definitely has the ability. In fact, if you reach the rank 8 Monster Saint, you will be able to open up space. And now his cultivation has reached the perfection of Monster Emperor. His physical cultivation had even reached the perfection of a demon god. Isn't it easy to create a space? And the family that you protect must be very impressive. Long Yuan looked up outside the Dragon Emperor Palace. When is he going to go out for a walk? But whether in the past life or in this life, he is more of a homebody. I don't like wandering around. I just want to quietly complete the task assigned by the system. Then happily collect your rewards. A few days later, Chu Tianyang returned to Azure Sun City. As for the Kang Yan sect's territory, he has already handed it over to the Wanyu Chamber of Commerce for auction. This will definitely fetch a good price. Have you taken back all the inheritance there? Long Yuan asked. Yes, we brought back everything that was valuable. We have plundered the entire treasure trove of resources. Chu Tianyang replied excitedly. The depth of the rank 6 sect was truly beyond their imagination. In addition to the skills, martial arts, elixirs, and essence stones. There is also the Alchemist Inheritance, the Artifact Refining Inheritance, and the Formation Master Inheritance. And he also got a Physical Fitness Test Stone and a Martial Spirit Test Stone from somewhere. As the name suggests, this treasure can detect tribesmen with special physiques and martial spirits. This is essential for the long-term development of the family. Nothing is missing? Long Yuan asked. Absolutely not. One of our clan members contracted a treasure hunting rat, spirit beast, which has the incredible ability to find treasures. It was that little fellow who found all the deeply hidden treasure houses for us. Oh, you contracted a treasure hunting rat. Someone has obtained the Beast Tamer inheritance. Long Yuan was surprised. There is a branch of martial artist called Beast Tamer. They can contract Spirit Beast. Not only does he have strong combat power, you can even bring a group of Spirit Beasts to fight in a group, which is very unreasonable. However, Beast Masters are rare. Their heritage seems to have been lost. Long Yuan was curious about whether someone in the Chu family had inherited the Beast Tamer legacy. I got the inheritance in Jushao Mountains, but unfortunately it is incomplete. Jushao Mountains. There is actually such a legacy in there. Chu Tianyang said. As the family develops, we have also come into contact with some secrets. Legend has it that many years ago, there was a huge force called Yunshao sect in Jushao Mountain Range. Its level had even reached 8 stars, and there was a legendary martial saint in charge. But for some reason it was destroyed overnight, and even the ruins of the sect disappeared. So over the years, people often go to the Jushao Mountains to train, hoping to discover inheritance and reach the top in one step. Think about it, this world is really scary. The 8-star sect was destroyed just like that. What kind of strength does it take to achieve this level? Compared with the 8-star sect, their Chu family is still far from it. Jushao Mountains. Yunshao sect. Long Yuan seems to have a vague impression. I think it was mentioned by those martial artists who passed by when I was in Jushao Mountains before. Then he said, in that case, why don't the Chu family send some people to look for it? If they find something, wouldn't it help to improve the family's strength? Yes. Chu Tianyang nodded. As strength increases, many tribesmen often go to the Jushao Mountains for training. But whether you can encounter such a thing as opportunity depends on your luck. Then Chu Tianyang began to practice in the Dragon Emperor Hall. This time he wants to break through rank 6 martial sovereign. Lei Xiaozong. Chu Shiren finally came out of seclusion. Martial King, now I have firmly established myself in the realm of Martial King. The reason why I was able to break through Martial King so quickly. This was inseparable from the realm improvement that Beast God brought to him when he awakened. It's time to go back to Qingyang town. Now that I have broken through the Martial King, it is also a great honor to the family. From now on, there will never be a situation like before where we were almost wiped out. I don't know what happened to Yanran, but he had just come out of the secluded room. But he found that his master and even the sect leader and ancestors were all waiting outside his secret room. Master, what happened? Chu Shiren asked in astonishment. It's about your family. What? What happened to our family, our Chu family? Master, what happened to our Chu family? Chu Shiren asked hurriedly. Was their clan exterminated again? I don't know the details, so go back and see for yourself. Sect Master Xiao Zhenshan said. Let's go, we will go with you. Chu Shiren felt incredible. What big thing happened in the family? Even the sect master and the ancestors were alarmed. For a moment he was extremely anxious. Go now. Chu Shu ran immediately flew towards Qingyang town. A few days later, when he stood outside the huge Azure Sun City, he was stunned. When did such a huge city come here? Where is Qingyang town? Behind him, Xiao Zhenshan, Mengwu and others followed closely. But when we got here, his expression suddenly became respectful. Because they heard that the beast god of the Chu family was a rank 7 demon lord. Facing such a strong man, the slightest disrespect may lead to death. Chapter 40 Chu Shiren is shocked. Chu Shiren rushed into the city, flying towards the place where the Chu family is in his memory. The original appearance of the town is no longer there. The only obvious sign is the thunderclouds above Qingyang Lake. How dare you? No flying over Azure Sun City. At this moment, a roar of anger was heard. A figure suddenly rushed up from below. Blocked Chu Xiren's way. Huh, are you Shu Ran? Chu Zan looked at the flying man and exclaimed in surprise. Isn't he in Lei Xiao sect? Why are you back? Are you Chu Zan? Chu Xiren stopped, looking at the young man in front of him who was as strong as an ox. Ha ha ha, Shu Ran, it really is you. Why didn't you inform me in advance when you came back? I could have prepared a banquet and gone out of town to pick you up. Chu Zan excitedly went up to him. He hooked his arm around Chu Xiren's shoulder and said with a smile. Although Chu Zan was warlike, but his reputation in the family is well known. As one of the few young rank 1 martial artists in the family at that time. He and Chu Xiren often sparred with each other. Let's go, let's get down first. Flying is prohibited in Azure Sun City. Chu Zan laughed. No flying. Chu Xiren suddenly looked at Chu Zan in shock. You became a rank 4 Wuzong. He, this happened several months ago. Now I'm only one step away from becoming the martial king. Oh, I'm ashamed to say that I can't compare to you. You have already broken through the martial king realm. Congratulations. We must fight for 300 rounds later. Chu Zan hooked his arm around the other's shoulder. As expected of someone who went to a large sect. The improvement of your cultivation level is rapid. Wait, Chu Zan, tell me, how is the family doing? How are the clan leaders and ancestors? Chu Xiren asked hurriedly. I'm fine. Old ancestor, I really envy him. You don't know, Shu Ran. The old man has been training with Beast God recently. I heard that he broke through to rank 6 martial sovereign a few days ago. I don't know when I can become a strong martial sovereign. Chu Zan sighed, a face full of melancholy. Speaking of those who accepted the opportunity of the divine beast together, he had the lowest cultivation level. Because he often seeks out people with higher cultivation than himself to compete with. He was severely injured several times. It took a lot of time to cultivate myself. Buzz. Chu Xiren's brain buzzed. My body suddenly froze in place, and my legs felt as if they were filled with lead and I couldn't move. Ancestor, has he broken through the martial sovereign? Chu Zan, you didn't lie to me. Why would I lie to you? This matter is known to everyone in our Chu family's upper echelons, but it has not been made public yet. Chu Zan replied calmly. Behind them, when the people from Lei Xiao sect heard the news, they looked at each other with shock in their eyes. Less than a year after the Chu family became prosperous, Chu Tianyang has become a martial arts sovereign level expert. Arriving at the family's place, Chu Xiren saw the 20 or so blood-stained stone pillars still standing at the entrance of the Chu family. I was immediately filled with emotion. What is this? Meng Wu asked. He had noticed the pillars here the last time he came here, but he didn't pay much attention to them. This is the pillar of shame for our Chu family. Chu Zan said in a deep voice, and suddenly asked, who are you? This is my master, as well as the sect leader and ancestors. Oh, then we are a family. Come on, please come in. Entering the tribe, when I see a large family. Chu Xiren was completely relieved. Then he went to visit his clan member Chu Jingyu. The more I watched, the more shocked I was. Even the clan leader who was originally only a rank 1 martial artist has now become a rank 5 martial king. There are also several elders. Each of them has a terrifyingly strong cultivation base. Some are even as good as myself. What happened to the family? Chu Xiren became even more confused. Why has such a dramatic change occurred in less than a year? Haha, you all came at the right time. In a few days, our Chu family will celebrate becoming a 6-star family. I hope you all will stay here for a few more days and let our Chu family show its hospitality. Chu Jingyu said to Xiao Zhenshan and his group with a smile. Patriarch, has the ancestor really broken through the martial sovereign? Chu Xiren asked in shock. Yes, I just broke through a few days ago. I am now in seclusion with Beast God to stabilize my state. I should be able to come out in a few days. Chu Jingyu nodded and said. The Beast God spoke. So that they don't have to hide their strength. The stronger the world is, the more resources it can obtain. And most importantly, on that day, Beast God will appear and do something big. Patriarch, what kind of opportunity did our Chu family have to become a 6-star family in such a short time? Chu Xiren asked in surprise. He has read the development history of Lei Xiao sect. It took several hundred years to grow from a small force to a 6-star sect. And the Chu family actually took less than a year. Opportunity. The greatest opportunity for our Chu family is Beast God. Chu Jingyu said seriously. In the following days, forces of all sizes kept coming to visit the Chu family. Among them are the other 3 6-star sects. Even Zhe Tianli, president of Azure Sun City Wanyu Chamber of Commerce, came to visit. I didn't bring any gifts with me. Zhe Tianli stroked his beard. You are too polite, senior. It is an honor for our Chu family that you are here. The ancestor once instructed that if you come, you must be received with the most solemn etiquette. Chu Jingyu said respectfully. The influence of the Wanyu Chamber of Commerce spreads throughout the human world. A real behemoth. The Chu family is not good enough in front of them. Moreover, when the ancestor Chu Tianyang was in Yanyang City, he knew Zhe Tianli and gave a lot of help to their Chu family. For example, some high-level martial arts elixirs and other treasures purchased through the Wanyu Chamber of Commerce. Ha ha ha, although I didn't bring any gifts, I did bring a piece of news that your Chu family should be interested in. Oh, there is news about a ground fire. Then Zhe Tianli said, in the border area of Arkangzhou, a ground fire has been born. According to the news, it is ranked 7th on the ground fire list, Azure Lotus Earth Heart Fire. With the current strength of your Chu family, you are already qualified to join the competition. But you'd better discuss this matter, because the appearance of the underground fire will not only attract the top forces in Kangzhou to participate in the competition, but it will also attract strong people from other surrounding states, or even the entire Qianyu. Chu Jingyu was surprised. I didn't expect that strange fire would appear on the Earth Fire list. The strange fire between heaven and earth is divided into heaven level, earth level, profound level, yellow level from high to low. Among them, heaven level strange fire can only be refined by emperor level or other strong people. The strong below the emperor level cannot be seen. Even more unattainable. So people can only choose other options as a second choice. Earth level strange fire can not only be used for pill refining. It can also be used as a powerful weapon to enhance your own strength. Thank you for sharing such important news. Chu Jingyu bowed and saluted. This news is more valuable than any gift. A few days later, Chu Tianyang has come out of confinement. He does not hide his martial sovereign aura. This feels so good. It seems as if the world is in my thoughts. Chu Tianyang clenched his fist. Thank you for watching. Continue exploring the fascinating world of Chinese novels with us. Hit that subscribe button on Chinese Novel Audio Wave to stay updated with our latest stories. And never miss out on a great listen.